Close your eyes. Count to 3. Breathe deeply. Lube is the issue here. When it spreads, as lube does, the device becomes very, very, very almost comedically slippery. You can't hold on to the thing and it starts bucking like a horse. Sometimes when my banana achieved full ripeness, it would slip out and it would be difficult to put back in because of the lube issue. Plus, the rubber tongue feels nothing like a real tongue. It is laughable that such a tongue was approved. The licking motion is annoying too. When it licks my lollipop end, I can withstand it for maybe 10 seconds before it gets really red and sore and hurts. The voice box is strange as well on the machine. Despite ordering the American version, my model only speaks in Afrikaans, and while the voice is sexy, I have no idea what she is saying. I have to guess at what she's commanding me to do, and I have bad instincts. There appears to be a word in Afrikaans that sounds like fold, and I keep falling for it. Overall, pathetic compared to other devices in this price range. Would not buy again. 1 star. You're on Amazon.com with Luke and DBJ. Welcome to Stores.
Stores, but where they sell your favorite stuff, but where the shelves are stocked with love, but where you find a line of happy shoppers. Stores, the friendly staff will wave and smile when you come to browse the aisles. So let's take a trip to all our favorite stores.
I was just having diarrhea at Target right before the record. I was almost late having diarrhea at the Target.
I think Target has the most like it's never going to be, the bathroom's never going to be that nice, but it's rarely completely fucked up. Like it might be a little
This one was really fucked up.
Was it really fucked up?
The
Okay.
floor was sticky in a syrup way.
Was going shit in there horrible?
It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad. And then I got up and I tried to use the sink and it was one of the sensors and I couldn't get it to work. And there was there was a guy right behind me and he couldn't get it to work. He was waiting for me and I couldn't get it to work. And then I sort of stepped aside and I said, I think it's broken. And then he walked up wordlessly and immediately activated it.
Yeah.
I think some
look
people,
at me.
because I'm the same way, I can't get them to work a lot of times. I'm like, what the fuck is going
people
on?
have the
Maybe I
hands.
don't know how to. Maybe I have invisible hands.
Maybe he has a better spirit than we do, and it can sense like he has more powerful aura.
Target doesn't lock the doors generally
On the bathrooms.
on the bathroom.
Yes.
1 and 2, they keep them as clean as any other place. And you know the boycott Target movement. If you just go in there and crap, that's political.
Right.
If you don't buy anything, you go in there and crap. That's politics.
And if you make a
you're
big
making
mess,
a statement.
That's why people are making the huge messes in there, is to show them
Bring back the rainbow posters. bring back the big funny pants.
They're writing that in their
Can I tell you where?
There's a guy
on the wall.
There's a guy writing a leftist meme with his turd on the wall of the Target bathroom.
Carving out gritty and really make it look good. I crapped at Grand Central Market.
Oh.
That's the worst bathroom I've ever been in my entire life.
What was so bad about it?
It kind of, it's weird, man. It doesn't smell like shit. It smells like shit and piss, but also beer and a couple other things that I've never smelled before.
It's kind of unsettling when a bathroom smells like something that isn't shit.
Yeah.
Shit, piss, or bleach.
Like, why are you pouring? Like, it's like people are bringing beers. Like, that's surprising me. Because Grand Central Market is like, it's pretty nice, right?
It's okay. The bathroom is brutal.
Yes.
There's like a huge fan. I don't know what the women's bathroom's like, but there's like a huge fan in the men's bathroom that just seems to be always on.
Like an industrial fan?
Yeah, like one of these, a big round, like the kind you would see in a warehouse.
Sure.
Right.
On the floor, and it's just going towards the back
Because they know
wall.
they gotta get all the beer. There, people are just constantly dumping beers on the ground.
Well,
so
I tell you, me and Chris just watched the first half of the Bubba the Love Sponge documentary, and there's a part of it where Bubba's talking about, like, I find these guys, I give their lives purpose. They get, they come on the show and I hire them and probably pay them nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he's like, I give them purpose. And then 1 second later, one of those guys is standing in front of a fan while somebody pours crap into the fan to like and then
is it like liquid crap? Or
it
is
is like it's very obviously some kind of liquidy animal crap.
Okay.
And it he does that, and then after that, a guy gets kicked in the nuts, and then somebody's getting tased, and it's like, I don't know, man. I don't think that's the kind of given purpose.
Art is the reason we're all alive.
Yeah. Giving them that's
Yeah.
a really good cut on a movie too.
Yeah.
That's really inspired. Just the worst because it's the liquid crap is to me like getting tased, kicked in the nuts. Like I do think there's a type of guy that's like, yeah, that's purpose in life.
That's
like
fine,
that's
yeah.
but like
yeah.
liquid crap in the fan is like, oh, you've done sort of like a medieval humiliation ritual to the man. Like, yeah.
It's crazy because like there was so much money in that shock jock stuff. There was just so much money in it that they could do things. Like I talked about this on maybe the bet or maybe just to somebody random, but there was a thing on Opie and Anthony called the Super Ball, which isn't, it was during the Super Bowl weekend.
Sure.
And these guys were doing different stuff to their balls. And
Love to do different stuff.
$40,000 budget.
Yeah, there was a huge budget. Like they were getting
yeah.
big prizes. I think they got a fucking trip to the Super Bowl. And one of the guys stuck his nuts in a jar with a bunch of bees. And at first he put it in there, and the bees were like, "I'm not doing. There's nothing going on in here."
Yuck,
Yeah.
balls.
Yeah.
His balls.
I don't want
It's
to
the
climb all
opposite
those.
of flowers.
Yuck.
Ugh, I'm not going to pollinate this.
And so he had to draw.
Somebody
a
was in
flower on
there
it.
like smacking the thing so that it would start stinging, get them going. Scare
like
the
hitting
bees.
the bottom of a ketchup bottle.
Yeah.
Like trying to,
And then Opie puts his hand on Anthony's shoulder and goes, we're giving these guys purpose.
Yeah. Oh, the intern that they crapped in a hat and made him put it on his head. That's purpose.
Yeah.
you know?
Usually these guys would just be a construction worker.
Well, it's not. It is funny that like for the entirety of radio, up until till podcasts, like the way to get in was to just be humiliated and get guys lunch until they say somebody didn't show up to work. We're gonna need you to jump on the air.
Yeah. That was our original plan for Pat, but
Yeah.
My original plan, like it's funny, when I started my first podcast, the idea was, okay, we're gonna get so fucking famous that the local hard rock station will have no choice but to hire us
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
be DJs.
Yeah.
And then I'll be able to do some jokes in between, like
Playing your
introducing
favorite
Seven
music.
Mary Three songs.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I had learned how the music works before, because I did a guest DJ thing once. Like it's a contest. They weren't like, Brian, please come in. and do a guest DJ. I actually got the worst time because they were doing every day in the month of May. A listener got to come in and be a guest DJ. Mine was Sunday at noon. So I get in there.
so sorry. Luke's phone just activated Google Copilot.
What it said. Did you hear what it said?
Was that Bixby? That
don't
was
know.
some AI assistant that just
I don't
activated.
know.
But I went.
Are you
I-
talking to that guy?
No, he's not a friend of mine.
I
I don't know him.
are
I
you
don't know
doing-
him.
are
I don't
you-
know him.
you're-
Please, bro. Don't talk about him. Bro, please.
went in and the lady was explaining to me like, I don't pick any of this music. It's just a computer and it tells me what it's going to play. And that was sort of the beginning of me saying like, maybe doing radio sucks.
Because it's all like, because they just like this is like iHeart gives you like the playlist that does the
Well,
best or something. Or
The
how's
funny thing about that, Luke, is this was one of the last independent alternative stations in the country. So this wasn't even like a clear channel or something like
and
this.
they
still had
Yeah.
the computer tell you what song it's
That's
going to
so
play, and then
funny,
you had to
man.
say, up next, Schism.
So crazy.
It's just so, it would be, to me, I'm so like sensitive. I mean, obviously, I get embarrassed all the time. I'm so sensitive to that like I would be completely humiliated saying, up next, we have
right.
Candlebox.
As
and
if
Creed.
you, because it would be like, you know, something is like,
Yeah.
yeah, there's this dumbass listener came on the air to use the worst music possible.
Well,
Yeah.
because everybody listening thinks the DJ's picking
yeah,
the
of
music.
course. I mean, I did.
So-
Yeah.
So they're like,
Yeah.
but then you start to think about it, man, you're like, man, why do all these DJs like Bad Company?
Yeah.
Like the same song
Yeah.
over and over again.
I do think it sucks when you feel like someone has the wrong impression of you.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I think that I'm okay with somebody not liking me if I feel like they get my whole deal still.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
If it's like, yeah, okay, you know who I am and you're just not a fan. Like I'm I'm like, yeah, that's fair.
I think you've got three very, let's say, particular men in front of you right now, and
Sure.
it's like if you don't fuck with it, it's like, yeah, I get it. I'm like,
Not much to
really
be done.
obnoxious. I'm really loud. You know what I mean? But it's yeah.
It is funny every time I ever spoke to like an FM radio DJ, they were like, no, we don't pick the music. Like that was like one of the first things they tell you because they know that you're thinking like, man, the music you play.
Yeah. They're constantly being like, actually, sir, yeah.
When did that change?
It would have had to been 90 because in the 80s, I believe they were allowed to play.
Yeah.
There's 70s. And then probably, like the 90s, because even on satellite radio, they're not picking the songs.
Yeah.
No.
You know, they'll give like a celebrity,
On,
they'll
like,
give
Sirius and
Metallica a
shit.
channel and then be
Yeah,
like, go ahead and
yeah.
play whatever you want.
Like, do you think there's a popular channel in Maryland that is always playing in like convenience stores and stuff that has Alice Cooper sort of narrating it?
Yeah.
I don't think he's picking those songs.
No,
There's no fucking
No, I think
way,
they
right?
hired him 4 years ago on one day to record a shit ton of lines for it, and then like probably.
But he's recording. He's introducing like specific songs.
Oh, really?
He's like, here comes this next song, and this is what it is.
I think they just picked if it's a classic rock station, right?
You're kind of
Yeah.
set.
Then you know exactly
Yeah.
what they're going to fucking play on there. Up next, we got Living on a Prayer. You know what I mean? So they could just sit them down and read the top playlist of every classic rock station in the country. And one of the things I do on a POD cast is we go to the Hard Rock Station's website in Columbus called 99.7 The Blitz, which is perfect hard rock station, FM station. And we see the last songs they played. And every single time it's psychotic what they're playing. Like every single time it's like, oh, here's a song by like Five Finger Death Punch, which is a new band.
Right.
And then they'll be like, we played Touch Peel Stand by Days of the New 4 times earlier today. And we played a tantric song. And like, it just is like, the choices are so fucking weird that they have to be some kind of analytics where it's
it has to be completely algorithm driven of like this will make people listen to the ads or whatever, right?
Well,
I mean,
It also, because that's something we always talk about on Shocktober is like a lot of those DJs that were really I wouldn't say Howard Stern or Opie and Anthony or Bubba the Love Sponge. They're like singular characters.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of the other guys were just on the radio and that was all there was to which it was hell at that time. I'll let you know. When all there was the radio or CDs.
Yeah.
That was the worst time ever. But because you would be dependent on the radio. I remember my brother called one time and asked them to play Korn and they laughed at him and hung up.
That's awesome.
I used to listen to a lot of the main alternative station, WCYY, WCYY, with Sean the Face Melter, and they called him that because he was stinky. But so I listened to it a lot back when
like
like
a
all of like
solvable
the new
issue.
metal stuff was like contemporary, and then I stopped listening to it, and then I think I came back like 15 years later, listened to it again, and it was playing all the same stuff.
Yes.
And then I was
Yeah.
like, did this music scene stagnate, or are radio stations just doing a thing where they're just like, okay, we're just going to stay where we're at so we can keep serving this one particular audience that like this particular era of stuff?
I think they think that the guys that are actually at the job site listening to this don't know how to turn the station. Or
Right. Yeah.
Play. They don't know how to cast to spot the cast there. They do the DeWalt big speaker.
that has the built-in FM tuner.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does feel like it's like every single one is like a period genre. Like it's like if it's hard rock, it's this. If it's classic rock, it's this. If it's like, I mean, it's like Jack FM famously, horrible. Like it's like they're playing the same 20 songs over and over and over and over and over again. You know?
My favorite thing about Jack FM is how they insult you in their things,
Yeah.
and they think that's like charming.
We're
and
gonna
it's like,
fuck you.
Yeah, this is an
I'm gonna
iPod.
fuck
yeah.
you.
Yeah, I'm gonna
fuck you.
Jack FM. I'm fucking your wife.
Yeah.
Keep your doors
You
unlocked. I'm
dumb-
coming in tonight to fuck you, idiot.
It is so funny that is still their brand. It really is so crazy after all
It's
this
really, really wild.
The radio deciding instead of going all in on personalities, going
Yeah.
all in on music is the funniest thing in the world.
time. Yeah. Like,
Well,
why
it worked
would-
out for them.
Yeah,
Radio's
that's
big.
going great.
Radio's
It's going
bigger than
great.
ever.
Radio's bigger than
Well,
ever.
that's what's
Podcasts
funny.
are dying. You know,
That's what's funny. I got to the point where I was podcasting where I was like, if they offered me a job, I wouldn't go work for
No, I
it.
mean it's like you
Yeah.
get paid like a public school teacher salary to basically have a computer tell you what to do every day.
Yeah.
You know,
and
yeah,
you'd have
yeah,
to
yeah.
show up at 4 a.m. every day.
Yeah, right.
You have to make your name like the Blazers. The guy, the station we had the Blazer and the Viper working for him at the same
Wow.
time.
Whoa.
I
we
lived
should
in-
we should have names like that.
I lived in Illinois for a long time, so I listened to quite a bit of Man Cow
Yeah,
on my
that's my
commute.
guy.
Yeah. He's the pimp. Yeah.
You go to his,
Okay.
if you can skip through his very racist posts on Instagram, there's some very strange posts on there too. Like
He's an animal.
when
Yeah.
Lou Holtz died, he posted a rest in peace, a quote from Lou Holtz about Jesus,
Mhm.
and then rest in peace. And then right on the side of it, he said, Lou Holtz has been on the Man Cow show several times. Like, on the beam, and it's like, oh, that's
All right, man.
beautiful.
All right, man.
That's beautiful. I think you would be the bull.
You think
you
I'd
were
be
Rick-
the bull? Yeah.
Luke the bull.
Luke the bull.
That takes
yeah.
on a different meaning these days.
Yeah, it does. Jesse,
But it's better than the cuck, you know.
yeah, Jesse the cuck.
Yeah. Okay.
Luke the bull and Jesse
Hey,
the
it's the
cuck.
bull in the cuck.
Coming in hot. We're gonna throw a pie at a guy, but the pie's gonna be filled with human excrement.
Yeah. And then somebody presses a button that farts,
Yeah.
which I have on
It's
my
so-
soundboard.
It's so
We
funny to
need
do
that.
pranks like that were audio only also.
I
You
know.
can
I
just
was thinking
make
about
it
that
up.
while we were talking about it. It's like, yeah,
You
there
can
was
just
no
lie,
video. So they were humiliating this guy just for the sound effect of a guy being like, fuck, I'm covered in fucking shit.
Yeah.
Just
Fuck
for
me."
the theater of the mind
Yeah,
that they
yeah.
would give to the listener.
I guess Howard Stern had video. Like, I feel like his
Dude, Stern is so funny.
dude.
He's so funny now.
Stern is so funny. He's awesome.
And he made that movie. He made one movie.
What movie
I
did
can't
he make?
remember what it's called. He
Private
direct-
Parts.
Yes, Private Parts. I've never seen it, but I always think
I've seen
about
it
how
a
he made
million times. It is very funny in a way that where it's like it's like one of those biopics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like the Johnny Cash one,
Yeah.
where like he's a good person. It's all about his wife and
Yeah.
his marriage and stuff like that. And then he got divorced a few years after it came out.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's very funny because I think he was like, hey, can you make a movie that makes me seem like a really good guy?
yeah, not like an asshole piece of shit like I am in real life.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to be that famous. You're like, can you just make a movie where I look really good and I could like shift the narrative? Yeah. Yeah.
He did though. It worked out, but then he was still a scumbag for several years until The Voice. Then he was it
Right.
The Voice or The X Factor or something like that. When he did that, that was when it was like,
It is crazy that there's like a generation that is like, oh yeah, the guy who's the host of The Voice or
I know.
whatever it is. Yeah, yeah.
I see
Kinda
him
feel
get
that way about
canceled.
Howie Mandel too.
I see him get canceled all the time. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Where like somebody
like, wait a minute.
knows him from The Voice and they're like, did you hear? He used to say the N-word all the time on the radio.
yeah.
It's like, you didn't know that?
He played a fart sound during 9/11.
Yeah, well, that they did not.
I know,
do.
I know.
They
He
got
famously-
very serious. He rose to the occasion.
He did.
Luke.
Right. It
Have
was
you
a-
seen
it
that?
was
Have
a
you listened to
burp.
this?
It was a burp.
He
It
really,
wasn't a
you
fart.
see, 9/11 happens and they do a moment of silence in the studio.
Well, funny. The first plane hits, and then they start talking about how Howard Stern could have had sex with Pamela Anderson at a strip club. And they talk about that in the time between the first and the second plane.
and then they're like, wait a minute. A second plane hits the Twin Towers. They go, I think something's going on.
That's exactly what happened. Which is what happened with
think
me
something
too.
is
yeah. Because you're like,
Something
it's
is
an
amiss.
accident to its terrorist attack.
Yeah, I was at work and the first plane hit, and the guy was like, a plane just hit the World Trade Center. I was like, who fucking cares?
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. That's a crazy response for anybody to have.
I get it.
It doesn't matter if it's an
But
accident.
if it's an accident, though, it takes. If one plane doesn't start the war in Iraq, two planes does.
Yeah.
you know.
And it's
think
far
one
away
plane
from
would
me.
do it.
It's far away from me. And maybe I'm wrong, but planes had hit buildings before, but they were just small planes. So you
Yeah.
smacked the building.
Yes,
and
yes,
crap.
yeah.
When I heard plane, I thought Cessna. Like I thought, and my first thought was like, because I remembered
And there was no video around
No,
because the internet wasn't. I couldn't go to all the websites were down. First of all,
Jesse, you were just a kid. You
You
don't
were a
remember
child.
like
You're
we
2
do.
never
years
remember.
older than me.
You'll never remember it. But it hit, and a guy was like, ain't that? I was like, who cares? And then the second plane hit, and I was like, that's very scary.
Yes.
And then the old guy, I was at a call center working, the old guy next to me immediately started Googling guns. And that was when I got insanely nervous.
Man.
Wait a minute. But I also remember like that day when people were like, I work at a building that processes Medicare claims. We could be a target.
Yes.
Because we are with the government. Like,
Everyone was so sure that they were the next target.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Yeah.
yeah.
It's like, no, they hit like the building that's the symbol of the West and then the Pentagon.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you if this is a funny idea. Okay, day after 9/11, we cut to like Fox
9/12.
News or something, and there's a pundit on there who is a hot air balloon guy, and he's like, well, well, looks like it wasn't so hot after all.
The Hindenburg is coming back.
Yeah.
How about 4 days
I've been
after?
I've been saying the dangers of planes for many years, and now it's come home to roost. And
Well, when they switched every station to news
Yeah.
until SmackDown, that was the first non-news thing that went on the air. They switched about 4 days into that. They should have had a guy standing on the other side of a fan getting shit thrown on him.
Yeah.
What else is there to talk about?
You do a remake of 9/11 where a guy's dressed as a building and instead of a plane, he's getting hit with shit.
Yeah.
I think that's a funny. How
That's
it's doing
good.
that.
And the
Yeah.
That's
SmackDown
really good.
thing, if I remember, also had a very big retcon to their current storyline, right? Because on the,
The
previous
idea
thing,
was that
Vince
Vince
McMahon's
was-
limo had exploded.
Yes, and they had to cut. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the crazy stuff. It's like there's so many things like that. I mean, the famous the like trailer for the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man has him. He's webbed up a helicopter between the Twin Towers, and it dropped like a month before 9/11. Yeah. Also, the Lilo and Stitch thing where it was all through the city, this like spaceship chase scene.
It was a 747.
it was literally flying a 747
through
through
a city, through
through
like
a city.
Honolulu. Yeah. They had
There
to
was-
change it all.
There was the Coup album came out that day where they're blowing up the World Trade Center on the cover of it.
Damn, I didn't know that.
And I can't remember what another album Slayer came.
Slayer, God Hates Us All
God
came
Hates
out
Us
on
All
that day.
came out
Yeah.
that day. God damn it. What was the thing that they there was an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie called Collateral Damage, and they're like, we're gonna have to move this
Yeah.
to closer to the Iraq war where we'll be okay with
Yeah, where it's the collateral damage becomes good again. Yeah.
Green Goblin's glider hitting the Twin Towers.
That would be
Explode.
scary. And then all the guys inside turn into skeletons. Like, well, they did kind of do
They
that.
all skeletonized like
Yeah,
with the pumpkin bomb.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg saying, if I was on that glider, it wouldn't have gone down like that.
Seth MacFarlane saying it could have been me.
I was
supposed
about,
to be on
that
the-
morning, I was supposed to be on the Green Goblin's glider.
I never would have brought Family Guy back if I had.
Had he already brought it back by then?
No, this
probably
was
not.
2001.
I think that was right in the
2003
hiatus,
was like,
right?
no, because Family Guy was 99 is when it started, right? And
I
then
don't even know.
You
It
know,
was
I
after a
know
Super
it was.
Bowl.
I know they brought it back in 2006, which was later than I thought, because we were on my stream on Friday. We were doing our Chatter Deusteroo's quiz that he made for you, who is everybody at the 2000 Spike Video Game Awards Sporkle quiz.
I don't
I know
remember
that's
this.
so-
Oh my
that's so
God.
much
I don't
infor-
remember this at all. Have I taken this one?
I think so. I mean, Deucer said he made it for your
well, I'm
stream.
doing quiz night this week, so I may not have done it yet.
It's
I don't
really
know.
good. It's
But-
a really good piece of the Spike 2006 VGA Awards are amazing because they're duo hosted by Samuel L. Jackson and Stewie.
Oh
It's-
my God.
and it's
Are you
really
serious?
it's really good stuff, man.
That's so fucking good.
I was reading the news the other day, and they're making a Stewie spinoff.
I've heard they're making a Stewie. He's at the daycare.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's a perfect time for it.
It's
I
great.
mean,
People were waiting.
We were waiting.
Yeah.
We were so it's like
This is
okay,
the time.
Ted spinoff. Let's get Stewie back in the reins.
Yeah.
This was Stefan's pitch, which is how is Brian get in there? Brian.
Oh, by the
is-
way, we're here with Bryan Quinby of the Guys Podcast.
And I'm talking about Brian the dog though. Just
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
clear. Not
Yeah,
Brian
but
Quinby.
but we're a half
Brian,
hour
you
in. I
don't know
realized that we
Stewie.
didn't introduce Brian.
I've heard
Right.
of Stewie.
And we're
You
talking
know
about,
about
and we're
Stewie,
talking
yeah.
about Amazon.com.
and Stefan came up with the pitch. How does Brian get into the daycare every day? He's Stewie's emotional support animal.
Oh, that would make me so
Come on.
mad.
That's
I
so
know.
good.
And they'd be taking the fucking piss out of that because you know McFarlane's razor sharp wit would leave no crumbs.
Right.
McFarlane on Bill Maher's show was very.
Was he on Club Random?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
What did
God,
he-
I have to watch.
I
that.
have to watch
Oh my
that.
God.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
That's
they
so
do
good.
some arguing.
I saw a Bill Maher thing today that
Bill
was
Maher seems impossible to get along with.
I know.
Like
Yeah.
there's no way that you could
unlikable.
You can't be nice to him. He's like repellent.
He made a show for him to become friends with famous people, and it didn't work. You know,
Yeah.
like he just made a show where he just wants to hang out and be friends with people, and no one seems to like him.
All
at
it takes is spending 90 minutes with him, and people seem to revile him.
and he
by the
gets
end.
like too fucked up. It's like so.
he
He's always
can't hold
right.
his weed.
He's like
I don't-
way too stoned, way too drunk. You're like, what the fuck?
He's like fucking with his glasses
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
knocking into
He's
shit. Like
clicking.
Watching
He's-
him with Lars Ulrich was great for me, though.
I
Like,
didn't
the
see that
Lars Ulrich episode of Club Random.
Who's Lars Ulrich?
Drummer of Metallica.
Oh, okay.
And he's a real weird guy. Like she's on a
Strange.
toothpick all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Wears a backwards trucker hat, and you can see he's going bald here, has big giant veneers.
Fuck yeah.
Just the perfect heavy metal guy.
Yeah. Aged very well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As you
yeah.
get older, your teeth grow.
You turn into like you sort of like solidify. It's kind of like Steve Van Zandt, how he's just like, yeah, they get weirder.
Yeah.
not less weird.
They
yeah.
all go get teeth now.
Yeah.
They get hair.
Hair, you're like, okay.
I would get hair probably.
Yeah.
I would get teeth.
If I was old,
I
I
would
would
get
not
teeth.
get the teeth because they are always
They always look insane.
way huge.
And it's always like it's like actually very. I've never seen veneers look. I mean, maybe I haven't noticed, and that's the point. But I've never. When I've said that guy has veneers, I go, he looks like he has a toy in his mouth. He has the big clattering teeth. And he's like,
it's famous guys. If famous guys can't get the good ones, then
Right.
regular guys aren't.
exactly.
getting the good
It's like plastic
You know?
surgery, where it's like you understand the celebrities, they have an access to a level of plastic surgery that looks normal.
Yeah.
yeah. Do you guys want to talk about the store?
Let's
I'd
do
love
it.
to.
This
The
is kind of
store-
a new thing for
This
us.
is
ones.
an
A store I can't
experimental
crap
episode.
at.
This
Store
is
you can't crap.
this
at.
is I wanted to talk with the crapping, by the way, about the piss bags.
sure. Of course.
I had this thought about the piss bags, and it was, why? Why are there piss
The
bags?
bags over the urinals.
So sorry, these are the bags that surround the urinal, and then they collect a big amount of piss in them. Have you never seen this?
I think you're not supposed to piss in those.
Yeah, those are
You're
trash
not.
bags.
No, but they.
Are you talking
I'm not
about
pissing in the
Are
bag.
you
It's out of
talking about
order.
the thing that's showing it's out of order? When there's a big plastic bag covering the whole thing?
Yes, and
You
there's a
thought
bunch
that
of.
that was to piss in?
No, I'm not saying I'm pissing in it.
But do you
But
know
it's
that
full of. I know you're not pissing in the bag.
you know you're not supposed to.
I've never pissed in the bag,
But
but
you're-
it's full of piss. It's always got a big gallon
That's
of piss
because
in
someone
it.
doesn't know. Someone thinks it's to collect.
Do you think that's why it's full? This was why I was confused.
Someone
Is
thinks it's to collect pee. They can take it home with them and do whatever they do with their
I-
pee.
throw it on a guy on their radio show?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Ohio guy that used to collect pee. You ever hear of that guy?
Mm-mm.
He's like a weird pedophile that used to
Makes sense. Yeah.
like go into bathrooms and like put a little catcher in the toilet so that he could catch pee and then
Oh, and then
take
he'd
it
take
home
it out.
with him and then be
Oh.
like, oh, I got some
I
pee.
gotta be honest. If you're really into pee, wouldn't you want? I would assume you would want one person's pee. You wouldn't want a big mix.
Right?
Right?
I definitely wouldn't want to mix it
a
together.
big mix seems like it kind of defies the point because you're
It's
like,
like
that's that
it's like
pee.
getting everything at the soda fountain. It's like
Exactly,
then it
yeah.
tastes like nothing.
Yeah.
We get a ton of pee though.
I guess
if it's about amount of pee, then that's one
I just
thing.
assume piss guys. It would be about I want their pee. I want their pee.
And
I
you want
want
it from the tap.
Yeah, exactly. And it's pure. It's pure. And it's. But again, if you wanted it from the tap, you would probably need to mix a lot of peas because one person can't make enough pee to make a tap go.
You should see some of the pees I take.
Yeah,
no,
sure.
tap means
Crazy.
penis.
Yeah.
Tap means penis is what.
Yeah,
That's what
you get
tap
it
is.
right out of the penis or the pussy. You could get out of the pussy too.
Okay,
I
so-
think that would be harder.
You
That
can get it
I
out of
was
a pussy.
thinking of-
I'm sorry.
I was thinking maybe you got a sink and it had its own water supply, and the sink's water supply was the piss you had
or
collected,
maybe
so
a
you could
big,
have a piss
big
sink.
ale barrel that you sort of tap into
But
a
hold on,
spigot
hold on,
into.
hold
I
on.
have a guy that lives under my sink, and I have one of those catheter condoms on, and it feeds it into the tap.
And I just
can
keep it
hit,
drink and
I
drink.
can hit pee.
Well, you've got the
I
main
can also-
faucet.
but you can also hit poop too, which is so cool. I mean, it's like down there. Yeah.
That comes out of the ice machine in the refrigerator.
It's so loud.
He's praying to God you
It's
hit
so
cum.
loud every time you use the ice machine.
It farts too. And then it doesn't have to fart, but it does it to be
It's
convenient.
it's the sound when the ice machine starts going and you hear it rattling around, but it's a bunch of farts.
It's just a sound. It's just a sound effect. They should do that with smart refrigerators.
Put sound effects to the ice
yeah,
machine.
like like Elon Musk would have done it, of course.
Nom,
Yeah.
nom, nom, nom. Yeah.
Oh
and I'm
yeah.
hitting crushed ice and it's diarrhea.
Oh,
It's a living.
yeah. If I gotta already put big cartoon eyes on my smart fridge and it says it's a living whenever I take stuff out of it. That's really good.
Or maybe every time I open it, it burps.
I'd like to go back to the thing with
the big bag of
but
pee.
you understand, like you're not.
First off, it's clear.
Are you kidding?
People dump water.
Like I can't tell if
I'm
you're
lit-
totally kidding.
I'm not totally kidding.
But you understand that the reason that's there is only to show you can't use it.
No, it's there to collect the pee also. Like to stop it from getting all over. I don't know why it's there. That's why I brought it up.
Hang on. I think I understand what you're saying.
Okay. I don't.
There is a huge garbage bag. It is
Covers the
surrounding-
entire thing.
The entire urinal is surrounded by this garbage bag. It's a clear garbage bag. And it's got a reservoir at the bottom of piss.
But those things are related, but not. A doesn't
Right.
lead to B. It's
Oh,
supposed
hang on.
to show.
Hang on.
You,
Let me.
okay, please.
May I intervene on behalf of you?
Yeah.
I believe maybe what Jesse is implying or questioning is, okay, so yes, it is there to indicate that you should not piss in this, but also those urinals might be in a state where piss going down that pipe might lead to that piss going somewhere it should absolutely not go. So it is a prophylactic measure as well. It is an indication that this is out of order, but if you do piss in it, it collects the piss rather than the piss going into the walls.
It's to say, like,
No, but
saying
it's in
out
the bag. It's in the bag. It's not in the pipe.
That's what I'm saying. It's keeping it out
Pat's
of the
saying,
pipe.
Yeah, it's to keep
They
it out
need
of
to
the
keep the
pipe.
piss out of the pipe.
Possibly be it. It can't possibly be you're pissing into the bag.
I
instead of
legitimately
the pipe.
can't tell if you're fucking around.
They don't want you to piss in it.
I really can't
Jesse,
tell.
they don't want you to piss in it.
I know they don't want.
They don't want you to piss in it, but
I understand that. I'm
they
saying,
say-
why does it fill with piss?
Because people piss in it.
If you put out of order,
It's sealed.
if you put out of order on it and someone pisses in it anyway, that would be bad.
Wait, hang on.
It's tied closed
Sorry,
around
I
this
understand.
urinal.
So you're saying the piss is on the other side of the barrier?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, that's because it flooded,
It's
so they covered it.
inside. It's flooding with piss.
Yeah. It wouldn't flush, so they covered it, but they didn't want to deal with the piss.
I thought what you've been implying
What
this
would
whole
you
time
do
is
with
that
it?
it
I
is.
know. Yeah, I don't know. You can't put it in
You
another
can
urinal.
siphon it out like gasoline, I guess. But
that
that's
one
not
guy.
something I'm letting a janitor do. That's something I want to do.
That's something you get your guy from Ohio to do. Fly with it.
There is another guy from Ohio that used to hide in the porta potty while people crapped at a at a state park.
In the
Like down in the hole. You'd have to look it up. But there's
Mouth out.
those two guys, and then there were two guys that and we talked about this on guys. They put their penis all over the bread at Subway in Dublin, Ohio for like a long time.
they worked at the subway.
They worked at the Subway and they were putting their penis on.
They
but
just
they were
smeared
taking
it?
pictures of it, like with their penis in the bread and stuff like that. So
That's
like
kind of funny.
That's kind of funny.
It is funny because it's like, who cares?
And it's
In my mind, it's like I don't.
well,
give a
I
shit.
care.
No,
well, hold on. I don't want to eat the
Wait,
dick
you
bread.
care?
I don't want to eat a dick bread. I
It's
feel
the
like this
same
guy's
as
going to
putting
have a
your
sweaty
finger-
dick.
Also, as long as you get it oven toasted, you can take all that.
You kill the bacteria.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as you get
I-
it toasted. That's why I always get it
I
toasted.
always get oven toasted just in case.
due to the
Listen,
bacteria.
I didn't like Don't Ask, Don't Tell
I like
for
that you
the
called
military.
it oven toasted,
Right.
by the way.
I do like it. I don't care what goes on behind the
I'm
scenes
going to
at,
say-
at a place. You put
yeah.
your penis on a piece of bread. It's just the same as putting your finger on a piece of bread.
What?
It's the same
It's
thing.
not the same thing.
Depends on the penis.
Pee
or the
doesn't
hand.
come out of my finger.
That's true.
Yeah, but you touch
But there's-
poop with your finger.
Yeah.
I don't touch poop
I do.
with my fingers.
You don't mean to, but you
I
do.
test mine to see how hard it is.
You're not gonna get that from just looking. You got to do you got to do it. You got to
I'm
involve
not-
all
oh my
the.
God.
You got to do smell.
Why is
taste,
this-
obviously touch?
You gotta lick it.
Yeah, you got to make sure you because
I-
you're not gonna know if you're healthy.
I said
this was a therapy method that I recently learned is you have to find 5 turds you can see, 4 turds
just
you can hear,
yep.
3 turds you can
Calms you
smell.
down.
Yeah, it does.
That's
It's
why
a
they got- yeah.
it's a grounding technique.
I've said this a few times. Now, I was a lot broker at the time that I originally said this, but I'm still fully willing to do it. For $200,000, if somebody baked a cake with a bunch of toenails in it, I'd eat it like right now. For $100,000, well, actually, no. For like $20,000, I'd jump in a dumpster full of hair because every time I pass like a barber shop, and you see the dumpster in the back, you're like, that thing's full of hair.
I would do that for $500.
Can I be honest? I'd do it for less than 20,000. That's kind of fun.
The dumpster of hair I would do for $500.
Yeah.
That's grosser than the penis on the bread.
That's not grosser than the penis
I
on
don't
the
think it's
bread.
grosser than the penis.
I don't think it's grosser than the
Because
penis
I'm
on
not
the bread.
eating the hair.
And I don't know about his dick also.
That
I know
is
about
true.
my dick
Yeah.
and the state that it's in. And I don't know about
a dick
his.
can be really smelly in a way. Hands obviously also can. There can be something wrong with a dick that could make it wrong with me.
It's true. I did famously rip the crotch out of my underwear on an airplane one time because my dick was too sweaty.
That makes sense.
Okay.
It smelled bad? Is that
It was just sweaty,
okay?
and I was sweaty, and I felt like I was on a Alaska Air. I was flying from Fairbanks, Alaska to Ohio.
Okay.
Insanely long flight.
Sure.
And my crotch got really fucking hot, and I was sweating, and my crotch was hot. I'm sweating. The lady comes up to me, and she's like, "Hey, are you okay?" And she takes me. She's like, "Why don't you go back to the back and sit by the bathroom? There's nobody back there. It'll be comfortable." Or whatever. And I went in the bathroom. I took a huge crap on the airplane.
Yeah.
And then I
Never
just
fun.
ripped, while I was crapping, I grabbed the bottom part of my underwear and I just ripped the crotch out so that it would cool out while I was flying home. And it worked.
But then wouldn't all your dick stink? Then wouldn't, okay, I got so many questions.
There's no dick stink. What dick stink?
We'll be back with more Amazon.com after this.
We're back with more stores. Brian, why wouldn't, okay. So you take it out, but then wouldn't all the sweat then get on your pants?
Maybe. I
Yeah.
wear Lululemon. They have silver in them.
Okay.
So they don't
That's
smell
not what
bad.
you want to hear.
They don't smell as bad.
So can I give you an alt to what I would
They
have
couldn't
done?
hurt
And
my
I want
What
to
would
just
silver
see
you
what
have
you
done
think.
you can't
I
take
would
your
have-
underwear off in the
No.
bathroom.
You can't destroy
No.
them, though.
I would have stuffed a bunch of toilet paper in and then 5 minutes later taken it out, and I would just keep using it as sort of a reservoir to take up sweat, and then I wouldn't have to destroy my underwear.
You can't keep going to the bathroom.
On an airplane? You
Yeah.
can't.
You
I
can't.
agree
I
with
don't
that.
know.
Maybe if you have an aisle seat.
I was in the aisle. They actually moved me back to right the aisle next to the bathroom
You could
because
have
they were
kept
like, "You
going
look
in.
distressed, sir."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think in that situation, you probably would have been allowed maybe to go to the bathroom more times than, say, the normal person on a
Yeah.
flight post 9/11.
I was insanely nervous about clogging an airplane toilet. Like that's
Can
what
you
scares
even
me.
do that?
Who fucking knows?
You can if you try. I'm
but
sure.
that was a
I'm
big
positive.
turd.
Holy
because I
shit.
didn't crap while I was in Alaska.
Wow, that
For
is
the
so
entire
scary.
7 days, I didn't take a crap.
You clog that and it just, I mean, have you ever been on like a Greyhound bus where someone fucks
No.
up in the bathroom? Because it will, I mean, you could ruin like 30 people's whole day.
I know that was my worry.
Yeah.
If you clog like the explosive airplane toilet, does it just like explode like Elmer Fudd's shotgun and it just like peels back?
I
Like
feel
a
like
banana?
it's gotta, Jesse, because it sucks so hard.
Yeah,
If
right.
it
So it
sucks-
just sort of
Luckily-
explodes. It decompresses the whole airplane.
Luckily, the turd was perfectly round,
So it felt, it
so
went
it
right
like
in.
slid down in. So
Yeah.
Brief story about the airport. Just because I was at the airport yesterday.
I'm going tomorrow.
I was
there yesterday
like
as
the
well.
airport.
Look at
I
us.
hate it.
Look at us.
I
I kind of like flying. I don't mind it. I don't mind
I'm
it
in
at all.
first class and I don't like it.
You fly first class? How do you?
Yes.
Sometimes
I've never done it, and I worry that if I ever did it, I would never be able to go
It
back.
is tough to do
right?
it one time and then
If you're-
realize it's way better. It's like
Realize what it's like to be treated like a human
well,
being.
it's just like you're like, oh, this is like fine. Like
Yeah.
it's not amazing.
You get
but
off
you're-
early too.
Yeah.
If you ever fly first class, don't sit in the first seat. Sit in the second, because
Mhm.
you have to put all your stuff in the overhead. If you sit in
Yeah,
the first
because you
seat.
can't put the shit in the front of you.
And so you sit in a second, you can slide your stuff in there and then bring you a Diet Coke every few minutes. I got a meal coming to me tomorrow. Shake Shack cheeseburger.
oh, come on.
What? They giving you Shake Shack on the plane?
Come
Yeah, it's
on,
crazy.
dude.
I'm probably not even going to eat it, but I ordered it because
course.
it's free.
What
First class
airline?
is crazy.
Delta, which is
Delta.
a fantastic first class airplane.
Yeah.
I'm an American man, and not by any choice.
I gotta get off my Southwest shit because Southwest.
is fucked.
It was a hostile takeover and they
over.
totally fucking
over.
blew it.
You
I've been
just
flying
gotta
Southwest
go-
exclusively for 10
Yeah.
years and they totally fucked everything and I hate them so fucking much.
I fly premium economy with my wife and daughter and all them.
Mhm.
But if I'm alone, It's first all the way.
No, I get it. I mean, look, I was upgraded. I was just in Vancouver. I'm an American Airlines Executive Pro Platinum member.
Oh, I wish I was a Delta Airlines Pro.
It's
Silver
nice, though. It's
medallion
run
member.
out. It's run out, unfortunately. But they upgraded me to business, and it was nice. I immediately fell asleep, and it was because
I know. I
was in
was,
business.
I was talking to Jesse Farrar about my first class flight out here, and he was like, "Oh man, I got a bed on my first
Oh,
class
yeah, he
flight
had
to
the fold
Toronto."
out.
I'm like, "You motherfucker!"
He had the fold
And
out.
he talks about me wasting money.
Yeah.
This guy's got a bed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The fold out bed isn't crazy. We
The
took
lay
that to
flat.
Japan. It's crazy.
My
so
thing-
insane. You took that to Japan?
You
Dude,
guys,
I was in economy to
Dude.
Japan.
Oh
I was
my
in,
God.
I was in
Me-
economy for
Me
12
and Katie
hours.
literally fully in beds on the plane, 12-hour flight.
Fuck
I mean,
off.
it was like, it really was. I was like, this is being at my house,
Yes.
essentially. Like, I'm at my
That
house.
sounds amazing.
I played Switch and watched movies.
Flying
I
through
slept.
the air in a bed
It's
sounds
like-
so fucking
It's amazing.
awesome.
It's really, really,
and
really
this is why
amazing.
I can't ever do it because I would
Yeah.
never be able to go back.
You just gotta commit to an airline only that it's like I believe that American, Delta, United, it's all bad in its own way. They're all huge
Delta's
conglomerates.
the good one.
Delta is, I think, better.
I'm switching probably to Delta, and I
go
have
Delta
to
mode.
lock in.
You want to, you
because
just need to start
I
earning
can't
points,
do
though. You just have
Southwest.
to.
Southwest used to make sense because it's like I can sometimes fly across the country for $80, and
Yes.
it's fucking
And
insane.
now it sucks.
Well,
and now
that's-
it sucks.
Well,
and
for
it
me-
doesn't cost that much anymore. And
For me, if
Yeah.
I'm traveling alone, I'm like, I want every luxury because I'm codependent with my wife. It's
Sure,
just,
sure,
I hate
sure.
fucking not being around her for 8 days
Yeah.
or whatever.
I get that.
So like I'm crazy when I'm gone. So I'm like, I'm gonna go first class. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
get a 4.5-star hotel. I did that this time, got fucked on the hotel because I use Hotwire, right?
What's
Yeah.
Hotwire?
So it's a hotel website where you can go through and they'll tell you how many stars the hotel is, but they won't tell you the hotel. But they'll tell you where it is and how many stars it is.
But
it
it won't
is
let you do
cheaper?
your own research.
It will not tell you what the hotel is.
It's cheaper.
It's much cheaper.
Huh.
Like a very good cheap.
Yeah.
But it's a trick.
They fucked me this time
That's a
because
trick.
and I'll say the hotel level downtown Los Angeles. If you ever have the chance to stay there, don't. It's the worst hotel. It's supposed to be 4.5 stars. They don't have housekeeping. Zero
Dude,
housekeeping.
That's crazy. I mean, the sort of post-COVID switch of like, we didn't need housekeeping. So now the thing that every hotel, it's only housekeeping as requested to me is totally
I
insane.
request it every
Yeah,
time.
me
And I
too.
feel like I want new sheets every day.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
fucking staying in a hotel.
Yeah.
I'm paying you $250 a night.
Isn't that the whole reason I'm here?
Yeah.
I-
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get it.
But this place has a kitchen and a washer and dryer.
Okay.
and-
That's nice.
That's
Yeah,
something.
I don't
Did
like
you
that
need
kind
it,
of
though?
hotel. I did use because I'm here for 8 days.
Sure.
So I did use
And
the
also,
washer and dryer.
sometimes like somebody's in LA for like a month and they need a place
Yes,
like
that's
that.
probably what that place is for.
It should not be in the 4.5 star area of a hotel at. No hotels with sinks and dishwashers and stuff. That is not a 4.5 star hotel. I'm sorry.
You don't
That's
think so?
an extended stay.
I-
No,
okay.
I don't want
Okay.
that. I don't
I
want the people
okay.
next to me have had a party every single night. The loudest party you've ever heard in your life. Out on a patio. I can't hear them because I'm sleeping with a fan on. But I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
what if I could hear them?
Yeah.
The air conditioner, I don't know what's going on with that.
Doesn't work.
It only goes to 68 degrees.
Yeah. And they didn't invite you to the party?
Oh, hell no. Nobody
Didn't-
even talks to me or looks at me there. But
It's like you're not a
the
person.
bathroom in the lobby's locked, which is nuts. 'Cause that's
Does it
where
have
I
a
crap.
code?
There is a code, but you got to ask for it. And I clogged the toilet once already, so I'm not going to. I clogged it with toilet paper, not with crap.
Oh, can I tell my airport story and then we get to
We should
something?
get to the-
okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Airport story really fast. I ate at Arby's because I think Arby's is underrated. That's my opinion. I apologize, but I actually think it's underrated.
I've had it once in my life.
I think it's been a punchline, and so people think that it's worse than it is. But I think it's actually it ranks among the fast food places.
I had
Anyway,
it on tour.
I
and it ruined 3 days.
That's I had a similar experience. I was on tour and I ate like a turkey gyro from, which again, I chose crazy, but I ate it like at midnight and it ruined my life.
I could be out of my mind. I could be. Anyway, I got food from there. And I was just making conversation because there was nobody at the Arby's. We were right next to the Chick-fil-A, and the Chick-fil-A was swamped.
Yeah.
And there's nobody at the fucking Arby's.
Oh, I got
and
Arby's.
there
too.
were yeah, exactly.
And specifically in the airport setting.
And there were
get that.
3 people behind the counter in the Arby's, and they weren't doing anything. They were just waiting for my food. So I asked the guy behind the counter, like, "Hey, what's it like working at the airport Arby's?" I forget exactly how I said, but I said like, "Hey, what's it like working here, like in the airport or whatever?" And his response really made me laugh. He said, "It's horse shit."
It seems like it would suck.
Yeah.
Like you got to go through security every day. Going through security is the worst thing in the world.
I asked because I was like, there's no way it's not the worst fucking thing in the world.
And he
But there
definitely
was
doesn't get paid more.
No, he gets
Yeah.
paid maybe less.
Yeah.
And I asked him because I was like, I'm curious about how bad it is to do this. And he said it's horseshit and then didn't follow it up. And then I had to be like, how so? And then he went into it. But it was,
when I
it
flew
was funny
out,
to just go, it's horseshit.
It's horseshit.
I saw a
Horsey
lady
sauce.
get kicked off the plane on my way in. And,
Really?
like, yeah, it was crazy. Like it delayed the flight because she wouldn't get off the plane.
What was her problem? Like,
Now, I don't know, because as I said, I was in first and they were way back in the back of the
Right.
plane. I didn't hear a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Zero. But they said she was back there yelling and insulting people and screaming at the flight attendants and the other people around. They're like, you're kicked off the plane, but she wouldn't leave. So she kept coming to the front of the plane and saying, I have freedom of speech. And all I was doing was using my freedom of speech. And now you're kicking me off the airplane. Freedom of, and she just kept saying it. And finally they get her off the plane because they're like, look, there's some guys out there that are going to fuck you up if you don't get off the plane.
Yeah.
And I think they ended up fucking her up anyway because they got her off the plane. I could hear her screaming on the jetway at the guys. And I was like, I've never seen this. This is my first time ever seeing an airport freak out. Now I feel like a real traveling guy.
Right. Because
I've seen so many different, I've traveled a lot over the past 10 years and I never saw an airport freak out. So I saw an airport freak out. Now I can be like,
it's the craziest place to be to freak out because it's like it has the like it's gonna fuck your shit up so crazy.
Yeah.
Because you were on a plane to go somewhere.
I'm kind of shocked that I don't see more.
Yeah.
It feels like it is a place tailor-made to make people lose their fucking minds.
Yes.
And it's like, I feel like I should see one person having a complete fucking meltdown every time I go to the...
I agree.
The closest
Like on every flight, there should be one person who is losing their fucking mind and needs to be detained.
I was in Florida in January. I was in Florida and I had to fly home from the Florida Keys. And it was the day before it was about to snow like 13 inches. So we all had to move our flights up one day. And that airport was the most psycho place I've ever been to in my life. Because
People
it's
act
all
up,
these
man.
people who had to move their flight up one day.
God.
And I was sitting at the fucking the airport in Atlanta on the way home. And a lady just came over to the speaker for a different flight, not mine. They were like, we don't have a pilot. We can't find a pilot to be on this flight, so we don't know when it's going to take off. Thank you for your understanding. And I was like, these people are not understanding.
Can I ask I need to mention something. The last 20 times I've flown, I go through the big scanner thing. You raise your hands and you get scanned, right?
I have clear.
Okay.
TSA pre for me.
I go through this thing.
You need to get your flying shit on lock.
They still make you do that if you have TSA. Go ahead.
Every single time I have gone through in the last year and a half, the thing clocks, it says, it dings my penis.
Nice.
It says there's something in my crotch.
Really?
It's every single time
You have
they
a
say,
piercing?
okay, turn around, look at the screen, because they make you look at the screen when it dings your penis because they don't want to, like, they need to, like, be plausibly deniable that they're touching your penis. They need to be like, the thing got you. And there's always a red square on my penis.
Is it unusually sharp?
Is my penis unusually sharp?
Does it look like a shiv?
Yeah, are you
maybe?
It looks
circumcised?
like a shiv.
Are you
sir.
circumcised?
Well, it looks like an evil hook. I mean,
Sir,
looks like
look
sort
at-
of Candyman's hook, if that's what you're asking.
Sir, look at this picture. I have to touch it. I am not gay.
Exactly.
That's
Whoa,
like
whoa,
the
it's chill,
TSA
it's chill.
script.
Yeah.
When Trump is president, they're
No,
like,
it's
oh,
chill.
yeah, you also have to say I'm not. No
Yeah,
homo.
yeah, yeah.
when
No,
you
and-
touch the guy's
No
penis.
homo.
And they always like, they do it the same way where they use the back of their hands to like
love
scrape
that.
the front
Which
of your
is
penis.
somehow worse. And
It's
I
so
understand
much
that
worse.
this, but
Just
like,
grab my penis, whatever.
if you're gonna do it, don't be like,
Don't,
Yeah.
don't like gingerly just
don't
like.
gently rub just the tip of my penis
What are you gonna
with the
feel
back of
through
your
that?
hands.
All you're gonna feel is zipper.
Yeah.
Get in there if you're gonna do it.
Pat me down, okay?
What do you think it is? Are you uncircumcised? Does your foreskin resemble a
piercing?
blade? You got a piercing? What's going on?
Listen,
Dirty ass dick.
I'm circumcised. My dick isn't dirty. I don't have a piercing,
Okay.
right?
You sure?
I don't know what's down there.
Too
that's
small, too big.
Probably too small. They're like, this guy's got such a small penis.
It could
We
be.
got to put our hands on it.
Yeah.
We've detected a vacuum.
Wait, I've never seen a penis that small.
damn
Oh,
black
it
hole
is. It's
that-
real.
A guy's patting me down and his hand disappears like that Twilight Zone episode where there's like the fourth dimension in the wall. And
I've
he's
never-
like,
I get through really with Clear. I'm doing a commercial, which, by the way, accidentally signed up for. Did
Yeah.
not do it on purpose. They were like, hey, you get 2 months free if you sign up right now. So I did it.
It worked on you. Yeah.
And then the next day, I checked my credit card statement and it said that I had just sent them $400
yeah.
for me and my wife. And I was like, well, I guess I got this free.
I got Clear now.
Yeah. It's nice though. It sucks because the first time I bought it and then we went to 2 airports that didn't have it and I just wanted to die.
Pre-check is a little better. The thing about Clear that I have heard is it steals quite literally all of your biometric data and sells
But it is funny to walk past the TSA pre-check people.
Yeah. I mean, like-
There's something funny
and then,
about
and then they're like,
them.
after you, sir.
Yeah, those guys are paying more. Those guys are paying for their thing, and I'm like, wait a minute, I paid more.
Yeah,
and I get
yeah,
to go
yeah.
past you now. And like, I don't know, I'm a sucker for luxury. I just was reading an article earlier about like the concierge economy
Mm-hmm.
where they're like doing things where like that for like health insurance.
Uh-huh.
It's like you can sign up for an extra level of it where you don't have to wait on hold anymore to get a
Dude,
doctor.
that
and
shit's so
stuff.
great. I mean,
But it's
that's
like
kind of my thing.
$1,500 a month.
That is the thing with the airport is like, that's why I have the credit card so I can go in the lounge because I'm trying to do, because it's
I
like,
want to do that.
it's great. It's
Two
great.
things
I've
real
been in a
quick.
lounge.
We got to talk about Amazon.
Yeah, 2 things. First
We
thing,
don't
Jesse,
really.
is it possible that you have big round balls with one pube coming out of each of them, so it looks like a cartoon bomb?
Or nipples.
or it looks like a little baby head.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
This
a
guy's
single
got a
hair.
baby down
It's got
his pants.
twins.
And the other thing is Amazon.com.
Yes.
Sorry,
you got?
I'm sorry.
Never
I
heard
was
of it.
looking up why my crotch might get
Okay,
flagged.
so he's not. I
There's-
really thought he was looking at something for Amazon. Did you?
I have something for Amazon,
okay.
but also I was curious about this, and there's a couple of things. There's this one person on Reddit who said, here are some theories on, because this is happening to them. Here's some theories. 1, I have some extra fabric in my boxers. 2, my genital piercing is flagging
Well,
it.
that's obvious. It's yeah. Asked and answered.
Which is really, really funny. And I have no idea. There's a bunch of humiliating articles that say people with swamp crotch flag the TSA
Well, there you go.
scanner. I
I
don't
mean,
have
that's not
sweaty
a-
nuts.
That's crazy.
Something's
Not-
making it
even at the
scary.
airport, you don't?
I had some things.
How are you dressing?
I had some things for Amazon. Let's get into Amazon. I
My
thought a
dick
good way to
smells so bad after I fly.
Me too.
It's where my genitals smell the worst is
I know.
after a day of travel.
Everything here.
Yeah.
There's 2
Awful.
places when I'm at home and I'm podcasting.
Yep.
It's different here for some reason.
Yeah.
But when I'm in live, it's different. But when I'm at home podcasting, I think it's more streaming because
Yeah.
it's
Sure. It
live.
smells crazy.
My nuts sweat so much that I have to shower after I stream.
I feel that.
every time I
I feel
stream.
I smell your nuts right now. What happens if I smell your nuts right now?
You pass out.
Mine are good.
crazy.
It's like ammonia. Mine are good. Mine are good right now. I think it's my very long shorts.
It's good. It's also not too hot. Okay, let's talk about Amazon.
Okay. I thought a
ordered-
good way to start with Amazon is I picked out some Amazon reviews
Yeah.
that I thought would be good.
Yeah.
And I looked up a couple of different like things on Amazon and then went to the 1-star reviews
Okay.
and found those. And the first thing that I looked at was dog diarrhea medicine.
Okay.
Because I was like, what's happening that is not working for these people? First 1-star review. Do not buy this medicine for your dogs. This medicine did not make my dogs better. In fact, it made them worse.
Oh,
It gave my dogs diarrhea. I don't know what this is, but it doesn't help anything.
how do they know it made it worse? Because
I don't have any idea.
because I would say the dog has diarrhea.
Right.
It took the medicine. It still has diarrhea.
And it might be still eating the thing. It's like if the dog is eating like chocolate cake at night.
Taco Bell.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you can't. Yeah. The medicine won't cure what is still ailing it.
Another 1-star review. Both my dogs didn't help. Both my dogs had really bad diarrhea. It didn't work. I switched to Pumpkin Native Pet, and that what started helping them.
That was starting.
All right, well, there you go.
That's good. There you go.
I actually read review. You know what's the funny thing to read reviews of on Amazon is the 1-star reviews for fart machines. They make fart noises.
Yeah.
It's just like guys are like, I can't get it to fucking
Not
work.
realistic.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Sound real.
The one that's supposed to sound like there's poop coming out after does not sound correct.
Yeah. Well, there's this thing that's like the top fart machine, but it's not like a machine. It's like a tube that like
That mechanically makes a fart,
Oh, that goes like you
yeah,
press
and
it?
you have to do it a certain
Ah.
way with your hands.
and they couldn't get it to work.
And a lot of guys are like, I don't know, this isn't working for me.
I just had an idea popping in my head that I'm surprised doesn't exist. Like, you know, like the whole thing from a few years ago, e-girls were selling like their bath water.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you sell a little sound machine that is, and you're a woman and you're very beautiful and you make a lot of money on OnlyFans and you sell a sound machine, piss sound, fart sound, poop sound. You know what I mean? Like you have all the
Right.
sound.
I
all
guess
the
because your
sound.
computer is a sound machine.
Yeah.
And your computer can make sounds.
Yeah, or why wouldn't you?
He
just-
wants
okay.
like a portable.
Okay, that, yeah.
To hide in his house so he doesn't know where it's coming
Why wouldn't
from?
they sell this? I guess you could just get the sounds from the
I
video.
get that as like a premium thing, though.
Yeah.
It's like a premium artifact, right?
Yes,
This is
yeah.
like a collector's item.
It's
Right,
like when
so
it's like when
merch.
porn stars sell the fleshlights that are like shaped to them.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like the Kanye like stem machine.
exactly. But it's like a fart and a shit and
Right.
a piss and a cum. Yeah, and yeah.
There's a 1-star review that says caused worse diarrhea.
Seems like
I
that's
have used this on multiple dogs and that have started to have
Wait.
mild diarrhea, and every single dog that I've given it to has immediately gotten liquid diarrhea. Don't waste your money on this. Canned pumpkin works way better.
also
Almost
it's
immediately
pumpkin.
helps.
A pumpkin.
So pumpkin's the solution.
Yeah.
This next one, I gave this to one of my chihuahuas and it worked great. This is a 1-star review. Had to give it to my Yorkie who ended up with a $600 vet visit. I'll stock up on pumpkin puree from now on.
Okay. Well, have you read the reviews for pumpkin puree?
Yeah, we gotta look at that.
I
yeah.
don't know. I couldn't figure out what people were talking about. Apparently pumpkin is good for dogs.
I'm gonna start eating pumpkin when I get stopped. up.
Yeah, I have
Or you have too much diarrhea.
That's true. I like diarrhea though.
Interesting.
This
Say
person-
more.
I've said it. I've
Okay.
said it. I've talked about it. It's
the
so
diarrhea thing I don't want to
satisfying.
talk about because because you're insane and you're out of your mind and it's not true.
It's satisfying. Is the answer.
It depends
No.
when you.
Why is this episode so scatological? It's supposed to be
Because
about
I'm on it.
You
Amazon.com.
literally started it. Remember, you started the episode. What was the first words you said? I had diarrhea. at
How are you
Target.
saying it's somehow my fault that it's on this thing?
Because
I'm on it, so
is.
there's-
I
gonna
mixed
be
the
a
medicine
certain
with
amount.
pumpkin and rice.
Ooh.
But after 2 days of use, our dogs were still having wet stools.
Oh, that's sad. Well,
Here's
again,
another one. My dog have been having mush poop for weeks.
Given the pumpkin, maybe.
bush poop.
Made my dog sick and gave him diarrhea and throwing up. My dog didn't have these symptoms before taking this medicine.
So why did you give the dog the medicine?
He only had soft poo.
Well, he wanted to harden up his poop.
That's a lot of these people seem to be like, I did this proactively to stop my dog from having diarrhea.
Yeah.
And
You do want your dogs to have firm poops, though, because that expresses their anal glands.
And
Yeah.
they also, you can pick it up and clean it up.
Yeah.
I
It
guess.
sucks when the dog
That's why I don't
shits in
have
the
pets.
grass and you have to. Yeah.
okay.
Um,
I have two about Silly Putty and then I have two about Fight Club.
Okay.
Oh, fuck yes.
Okay, the first one and the Silly Putty ones I just find the titles funny. 1-star review from Rich K for Silly Putty. Old or not really silly.
That's really good.
And then the next one is from S Major. It's a 1-star review and it says, not like it was in my youth.
Yeah,
Aw.
that sucks.
Well, I
Oh.
did the Nostalgia Guys episode, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And every once in a while now I'll go on Facebook and read like different toy things. And guys are just like, they don't make them like they don't make G.I. Joes like they used to.
Yeah.
So both of the reviews for Fight Club are 5-star reviews.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
And they really made me laugh. Because the 1-star reviews are like, this movie is too violent and I'm a Christian, right?
Yeah.
And the 5-star reviews are all this guy.
Is this for the book? Or the
This
movie?
is for the movie.
Nice.
This is for the movie. This is a 5-star review from a guy whose username is JB a guy.
Oh.
JB, a guy.
Yeah.
JB Smith's cousin.
And it's entitled For a Generation of Men Being Raised by Women.
Okay.
As a parent of a young man, I have watched my son struggle to develop his strengths and passions. At 22, he is still struggling to find that mysterious balance that is required for a boy to become a man. When he was 13, I watched him struggle to know if it was better to pee standing up or sitting down. I knew I had to do something.
Who gives?
I told him he could watch this movie with me if he promised not to tell his mother. There's a lot more.
Keep reading.
There's a lot more. I don't want to read the whole thing because it's so boring. But at the end,
Did the movie help?
At the end, he says, for all of you who think that this is some sort of pornographic tripe, you haven't yet hit the wall where the simple black or white answers stop working for you or for your son. The two characters in this story are the same man pursuing very different paths to discovering his real self-identity. Neither works. In the end, he needs both characters blended into one capable man.
I'm trying to find.
Thinking that the moral of Fight Club
Is he needed both of them?
yes.
Damn it! I can't.
He needed
find
both
it.
of them to become the perfect man.
Yeah.
As he's watching, the Pixies is playing, and he's watching
the
a
city
bunch of
blow up.
skyscrapers
Yeah.
collapse,
Yeah.
and it's like, well, this is what he
He's
needed.
the
was
perfect man.
He
Yeah.
needed to shoot himself in the cheek and become the perfect man.
The first episode of Guys, one of the things we did in the episode was read reviews of sex board games.
Mm-hmm.
You know those games that it seems like nobody play.
Yeah,
Like,
where
you
it's like,
can't
get,
even
like-
imagine
Yeah.
playing it with somebody.
But it's like to do like, oh, you touched my elbow with
yeah,
your knee.
yeah. One of them, the guy
Sexist
was
thing.
one guy was fear. I can't find the review on my phone because Google fucking Docs is like maybe the worst search engine that
Yeah,
you
it
can
really
ever
doesn't
find.
work anymore.
One guy was mad because the person you're playing against, your wife or your husband or your partner, gets to choose whether or not you get to move on the
Mhm.
board. And he was like, well, how? I mean, all she has to do is say that I failed every time.
He's like, yeah, we're gonna fuck, but I want to win.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah.
And then
God, that's so funny.
the other one was a guy that was fucking, you could tell he was furious. And he was like, some of these things on these cards are impossible. How am I supposed to fit an iPhone in my wife's pussy? Which is a good point, by the way.
You got to make being worried about the game design of the sex game is
I
really
know.
incredible.
I know.
You're- Sorry, the idea that that's one of the cards.
You pull a card that says "put iPhone in wife pussy."
I think it was put phone in wife's
Why
pussy.
would that be one of the cards?
Because listen, you guys are young. I'm going to tell you that right now. Back when cell phones first started
they
coming
were all
out,
going up there.
people were
What?
like, people would put it on vibrate and say like, I'm going to put it by my dick or pussy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that was like a
Okay.
fucking
like
such.
Xbox 360 controllers if they're me in high school.
It's
Xbox 360 controllers turn on Halo, break
Yeah.
out the assault rifle.
Yeah. Or
It-
the Warthog.
It
the
was
Warthog.
the most. It was one of those like insanely common jokes. Like
Yeah.
if your phone was on vibrate,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
had
yeah,
to also
yeah.
say, like, yeah, it's getting my dick hard or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna put it in my pussy. And I think that's why. Because Shock Jocks did the thing where they put a phone in a woman's pussy and then called it. And then it vibrated and she went a little crazy. You know, now I don't know if
Hearing that on the air live must have been one of. I mean, that just
I
sounds
never liked
totally
that-
insane.
I've said this before, but I never like that kind of stuff because like I'm not gonna get horny listening to
yeah. The sort of like crude sexual stuff. You're like, wait, why are you doing this?
yeah, being I mean, I knew why he was doing it because I was a horny young man.
Yeah.
I
To
just
get the guys going.
I just talked about this on Guys, so it comes out Tuesday, so I think it's safe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was we were talking about how like what I wanted my life to look like when I got older, and the thing that I said. And I'll never forget this. I lived in an apartment complex that was 2 miles from where I actually lived. Okay. I lived alone. I worked at a jewelry store. And when I went home, I could smoke in the house and call phone sex for as long as I wanted to.
This is the
That was
plot
like
of
my
Uncut Gems.
fantasy was to be able to call phone sex and stay on the phone without getting in trouble.
It's funny. It's not prostitutes. It's specifically phone sex.
Yeah.
too.
Because
The situation is more in your control.
And when I
you're
was
on the phone.
When I was younger, it was like a very common thing for a guy just to call phone sex.
Yeah, of course.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
the
There's
parents
constant
get the
ads.
thing, and
Dude, when we were at TwitchCon, they were running a phone sex ad because I was watching Hotel TV that was clearly targeted to people at TwitchCon. And there were
Really?
like, the women were dressed up in like shitty cosplay outfits.
my
And they're
God.
like, gamers, call here. And I found that boggling.
Yeah.
But
Maybe it was for TwitchCon and like Comic-Con.
Yeah,
and, like, all
yeah.
the-
They're
all
like,
the
is
stuff
there a
that comes
nerd
through.
convention in town? We'll run the cosplay ladies. Yeah.
Wow.
and it sort of feels like the phone sex stuff back then in the late 90s and the 2000s, before like a lot of internet porn, was specifically designed to get a 14-year-old
Yes.
boy
Yeah.
on the phone
With their
and
parents'
keep
credit
him
card.
on.
Yeah.
Keep him on as long
Yeah,
as
yeah,
possible.
yeah.
And that's it's weird to think about now.
Yeah.
But it's also very weird to think about, like, you'd call and then you'd be like having phone sex with an adult woman that you've never met.
Yeah, and then you're a kid. It's not, the optics aren't amazing.
It's
sort of
very
like-
bad when you think about it
Yeah,
now.
Yeah.
Back
Yeah.
then, it seemed
That sort of thing doesn't happen on the internet.
Yeah.
Everybody's sort of-
no.
Well, now it's on Roblox, which is better.
now it's on
Yeah,
Roblox.
or Minecraft. Minecraft's
Well, on the
kitty.
topic of convenience,
Let's talk about Amazon.com. Here's what I want to
Amazon.com.
say.
So this is an experimental episode.
We're trying an online marketplace, and we're probably picking, here's what, can I say this? This is what I was thinking about with
Please.
Amazon.com. Okay. It feels trite to say this is an evil thing. We know. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like more so than anything else, it is. But I would say, and this is how I'm going to posit, is okay, and you can flame me in the comments for this one. I use it. Not
Me
all the
too.
time, but there are things specifically I would say in the line of work we're all
you don't
in.
use it all the time?
I do use it all the time. I was just trying to. I was trying
He's
to.
trying to be woke.
I was trying
Yeah.
to be woke. Is that
Half
the
woke.
ability? Okay, the ability when we are doing this podcast and it's like, oh my god, I need X piece of camera equipment, whatever it is, or whatever, and I can just be like, it's here and it's coming.
I need a tube of silver face paint.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
there's no better and it's partly it's like I would love to shop locally and get that. A lot of the stuff you can't get anymore except on the Amazon marketplace.
I'm looking at the last thing because I use it. I'm a bad guy. I use it.
I do too.
I consider Prime now. I know this is wrong. Like I consider Prime like a utility that everybody just has.
Yes.
I mean, for our work, I maybe this is cope. This is the thing. I'm like, am I coping by saying that it's a work thing? But that is what I mainly use Amazon for. It's not
Yeah,
like I'm
yeah,
buying
yeah.
a lot of like personal stuff
The
from it.
I'm gonna see what I bought too.
The last 3 things I bought were puzzles for my wife. I had them shipped to the house.
But that's
while
for
I was
work.
gone.
That's work.
Yeah.
My
and
wife's
then,
work puzzles.
I've bought 2 French presses recently. One of them was bad. Like
I mean, I
bought
can-
one and it wasn't good.
I can
you know?
pull up like what I most recently ordered from Amazon.
Yeah, let's do it. I can
And
tell you.
laundry sheets. I bought, those. These are the most fantastic thing, and you can get them at the store, but Amazon has a bigger pack of them. The laundry sheet, instead of having like liquid soap, you dump in a thing, or like powder, they're just sheets, and you just
It's like
throw it in.
it's almost like a Tide Pod, but it's a sheet.
yes.
Interesting. Oh, and then it goes over with the stuff and becomes also a dryer sheet.
No,
No.
I wish that would be an invention.
Yeah.
But it is just cleaner. Like I packed it with me because I knew I was gonna have washer and dryer at this dump hotel. So I packed like 4 or 5 of them with me. Boom, you throw them in there. They do, and I'm sure there's some microplastic that's gonna kill me, but I find them to be so convenient
Yes.
compared. Because man, when you use laundry detergent, the liquid stuff,
It sucks.
it's all over them.
yeah.
I
It's usually, at least the pods are more expensive, obviously, but there is an ease of use that is.
I don't like the pods.
I
I
don't
like
either.
I like the.
I want to
like the
quickly
liquid.
challenge the assertion that it's all over the place. What's going on?
you don't because if you even go to laundromat, it's all over the place.
Okay,
People get
yeah, I
it
see what
all
you're saying.
over the
Drips.
place.
Yeah.
And
it
over
drips, yeah.
time, it drips. Your thing is dirty.
Makes
Yes,
it
you can
slippery
clean it
slick.
up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's a residue on the cap.
Yes, and it just run. You'll have like blue drips down the front of your
Yeah.
washer. I don't care who you are. It happens to everybody. Like it's
Yeah.
not just that's not a weird thing. I think it does get all over the place. And then the powder, That's a fucking.
I've never used the powder.
Well, I used to use it back when I was really broke and I was going to.
because it's cheaper, right?
Yeah, and it's a crapshoot. Sometimes the powder will just cake up on your clothes, and you'll have to wash them again to get rid of the powder. And it was like that's when I went strictly liquid. And then my daughter was like, I heard about this stuff on TikTok. These washer sheets. You got to try it. So I did it, and I bought them. I think I bought enough for I don't want to say how much I paid, but I bought enough that it's probably not going to have to get new ones until next year.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
Totally.
So
powder works for dishwashers.
Powder does work.
Powder
for
works,
dishwashers.
and I think powder maybe works better than liquid for specifically dishwashers.
Yeah, I think,
I was
and
gonna-
it's cheap as hell.
I'm going to say what I bought. I bought hand wraps for Muay Thai. Where am I going to get those? They're not selling it at Target. I would have to go to a specialty
you have
store.
to go to the fight store.
I have to go to the fight store.
They have specialty stores.
No,
though.
I know. But we're talking about. I'm thinking about all.
I'm
these
surprised they
things.
wouldn't sell them at the Muay Thai place.
Yeah,
Sometimes
what are they,
it's a
stupid?
small. It's like just this guy. So he'll like get them and then whatever. Collapsible laundry hamper that I'm putting stands in.
Okay.
A red wig for the thing we're doing next. Eyelash cleaner because I had a sty on my eye, and then finally a bunch of fucking wires. And look, I could have gone to a bunch of places. And that's the thing. I really believe it's like it's hard to. It feels like this evil that is just like so built in now that so much is built around it that to not use it is such an inconvenience that it is untenable for me to run my life without it.
Yeah,
Which
it's
is
tough.
maybe the
it's made
trick,
it's
but-
made itself like central to
Yes.
everything, and it's
Yeah.
very difficult to
There are
avoid.
barely any stores in Los Angeles, the entertainment capital of the world, that sell like you would think there would be a million wires stores. You know what I
and
mean?
Same in Columbus,
Yeah,
which
it's-
isn't a big city.
And
But yeah.
we used to have Fry's Electronics. The closest micro center is a 2-hour drive
I was
south.
going to suggest that, and then I looked it up because I go to Micro Center all the time. and I
Micro
love-
Center's awesome.
Dude,
We
best
got to do
store
a
in the
Micro
I
world.
Center.
had one in
episode.
Chicago that was right near me. I mean, that is the best store in the world.
It
Like,
rocks.
yeah,
So
yeah.
my
It
daughter
gen-
likes going there.
It's wow, that's
Genuinely
great.
always delivers on what I go there for.
It's so
yeah.
good. If it was closer at all, I would be there once a week because it's perfect.
There were two stores I was going to say that I love, and
Yeah.
Micro Center was one, but it's not around here.
I know, yeah.
And the other one I love is Williams Sonoma.
We
I
love a one.
fucking
paint store?
love
We
that.
could
No,
do-
No.
It's a kitchen.
Cooking.
I'm thinking.
Cooking
Sorry,
supply.
I was
You're
thinking
thinking-
Sherwin Williams.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
Williams Sonoma, man. It's like high end.
Smells good
I've
in there.
never bought a single thing there because
Yeah.
everything's $1,000.
Yeah.
But I go in there all the time, and I'm like, one day, man, maybe I'll have $1,000 to spend on.
Oh, we should check that
on
place
a-
out.
Yeah, Williams
You-
Sonoma.
you would-
I need to add it to the list.
You
It's so
would
good.
love it. Is
Yeah.
all kitchen gadgets, but the most high end. The one I learned about recently on the podcast was Bartisan, which is also a good
Artisan. I don't know about that.
Bartisan. It's a
Bartisan.
Keurig for cocktails. So you buy the things and then you can put them in. We read the reviews of those. That thing seems like a piece of fucking shit.
I can't imagine
yeah. Do you add liquor to it? And it's like they're selling the
so
mix?
it has reservoir. I think it has like 3 reservoirs in it, and you can make 1 tequila, 1 vodka, and 1
just
like
sitting
gin.
there. That's fucking
Just sitting there. That
plastic.
seems
Yeah.
horrible.
I didn't even think about the plastic, but it's full. It's got to be plastic.
Yeah,
it's
of
not
course.
gonna be
Yeah,
glass.
yeah,
Eaten away at. By
Yeah. Unsealed, just fucking liquor, just like going bad. Ugh.
Every
in a
bad
machine.
Yeah.
every bad review said it leaks all over the
Yeah.
place
Ugh.
all the time.
Also, like you're running like a tequila through, and then immediately you're running like a fucking gin and tonic, and it tastes insane because it
Yeah.
obviously has the residue
the Coke
of the last
freestyle
one.
issue.
Yeah.
the reviews were so bad that I checked the next level up Bartisan, like the best one, still the same bad.
bullshit.
Yeah, because it's a. I mean, the Keurig model sucks.
Yes.
And like, I got one when it came out because I'm a rube, and when I hear of
I
something,
got one too, and it came out, and I was like, "This is cool." It makes sense for the waiting room at a car dealership.
Yes.
Like that. Actually, it's like you just like it. It makes more sense than having a coffee machine. Totally. But besides that, there's no reason.
I don't
for
agree
it.
with that.
You kind of, you kind of
At
want
a
them
car
to have one of
dealership
those
waiting room?
machines at
No,
the
no, no.
car dealership.
This is one of those things where I think it's an invented problem in the way that it used to be. The way that it used to be. You have a pot of coffee. It's just sitting
But
there.
then some guy's got to run it all day.
Whatever.
Coffee guy.
Whatever.
Well,
That's fine.
but there's
How
even-
hard is it to keep a pot of coffee on all day? You're going to do that anyway if you're drinking coffee.
Specifically at a car dealership, right? If like, what are you doing when somebody's not there?
Yeah.
And isn't that nicer to just
Yeah.
have like the hot pot of coffee rather than this shitty little Keurig? You got
Or-
to fiddle with this machine.
Or you want them to buy the machine with the touch screen that they have in some of
Yeah.
the places
those
where
are-
like, oh, it'll make you a latte real quick. You just stick the
Yeah, the
cup
espresso
and touch
thing.
that. Yeah, that's nice.
Dude, we had
That's
those at
nice,
the
but
Vox
that's like-
offices, and they fucking smelled. The coffee they made was bad.
Really?
It was all full of like old coffee grounds and shit.
Well,
You
gotta
don't want it to
clean
also have a
those.
bunch of milk in it and shit.
yeah,
Like,
and
there's
it would
something
make
gross
weird
about-
steamed milk.
That
Yeah.
might be the problem is that like you got to clean those and a guy at
Yeah.
a Kia dealership isn't going to be doing that.
Right.
Yeah. And if it gets used like 100 times a day, maybe that's more stress than it is built to maintain.
Yes.
Maybe it's built to like make one guy a perfect cup of coffee once a day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pot of coffee is the move. 'Cause
I agree.
Keurig-
Old
No, I agree
style
with you,
glass
Jesse.
pot of
Yeah,
coffee.
yeah. That's actually what I want.
It's good, but I don't think you could fully run a French press situation at like a car dealership.
'Cause you get, like,
French
one
press is
cup of
for
coffee
one.
out of it.
Yeah. I mean, you ever have the Nespresso, which is the Keurig, but it makes espresso?
My daughter has one and really likes it.
It's. I would say Katie's family has one, and we're always drinking it when we're like staying with them and shit. And I'm like, at least compared to Keurig, I think it works better.
Yeah.
Like I think it does create something that is more close to the actual thing it is trying to be. Where the Keurig is like, this tastes like Keurig coffee. You know.
My
Yeah.
daughter was a barista for a period of time. So like she has like an idea of what she likes in coffee.
Sure.
And she said an espresso is great.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I actually bought her an espresso machine, which she asked for Christmas. She's never used it.
Wow.
Not one time because she has an espresso. So
Did you buy that on Amazon?
I don't know if I did.
Shit.
I did.
Shit.
I think
Good
I
job,
did.
Pat. It was a great try. Let's
I
talk
gotta-
about Amazon.
I gotta say, so my stuff from Amazon, I'm kind of shocked, but it really is all stuff for the stream
Yeah.
that I do. Like it's all like it's paint and makeup and silver bodysuit, Mylar blankets, lights, an inversion table that almost killed me.
Did you end up
Mechanic-
using the inversion table?
No, because I was too scared because
Our
it really
inversion
hurt me.
table is the thing where you like go up and you hang.
Yeah.
You hang from your ankles, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my wife loves that fucking
Yeah.
thing.
It like
She's
it
only done it,
stretches
like,
your
I was gonna-
back, right?
I was going to do a stream utilizing one, and then I was testing it out, and I was hanging from
Oh,
it, and
yeah,
then I
yeah,
pulled myself up, and it flung me up and like hit the stop bar and catapulted me forward off of it into a wall. So I told you guys what happened.
Well, you told us your hand got stuck in it.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Is your hand got stuck? You didn't
Yeah.
tell me you flung into a wall.
I was freaked out.
But
at
why
the
did
time.
you're living? I mean, that is a Looney Tunes esque situation.
Yeah, I pulled myself up. I tried to catch myself. My hand got caught. It did fuck up my hand worse than
Yeah,
my
no,
head.
yeah.
That's what was hurting at the time.
Right.
So that's what I was.
But it
sort of,
slammed you into the wall. You like
it flung me off. It didn't hit my head
Okay,
on the wall.
that makes some sense. So for context, we were when Jesse was at home in Maryland, we were going to do a remote recording, and the first time we attempted it, we all got on the call, and Jesse seemed really shaken.
Yeah, you seemed like fucked up
Dude,
in a way
I
where I
was
was
really
like, God, you
fucked up.
I mean, it really hurt your hand. It makes a lot more sense that you smashed your head as well,
Yeah,
though, based
and
on how
I think
you were acting.
I think at the time I was like trying not to think about having hit my head and neck because
yeah.
because it's like a sensitive thing, and it was just like I was trying not to think about that
Yeah,
element,
yeah.
and my wrist was hurting more.
What
But-
you're able to communicate to us on that call was that you were on the inversion table and something crazy happened and you hurt your hand. And so we ended up calling that recording. But I didn't, it's,
I have told this on stream, I think, but
Crazy,
yeah,
man.
it hit the stop bar and flung me off. Anyway, it wigged me out so much I didn't end up using it for anything. So now there's an inversion table at my parents' house that is just never
Your
going to
dad
be
can
used.
stretch his back.
I guess.
That'd be nice.
I wouldn't.
Pop on the
Like,
back
hey
stretcher.
guys, hey,
He works
Dad, I got
hard.
ya. He does. He works hard. I don't know what he does, but
Whatever he's
sure
doing, he's doing.
he's
it
a
with-
fisherman.
yeah, something like that. I don't really remember either.
None of this, all of this stuff is for stream. The only things that aren't for stream are actually, and this is maybe too on the nose, but a couple weeks ago, and then once in December, I ordered a book
Yeah.
off
Oh.
of Amazon
Yeah.
Why?
to read them. I ordered Degrees Kelvin about Lord Kelvin, William Thompson, and then I ordered Fifth Head of Cerberus, which I actually have not started reading.
I have Steel Ball Run, the JoJo's part coming out in hardcover, and it just
I'm
let
getting
me
that
buy-
from Amazon
It just
also.
let me buy them, and there's just like you can just reserve like the next 5, and we'll send them. When
We're
you come
both on
out.
that.
Yeah,
We're both on the
yeah.
program. Yeah.
I do have my searches, which you get kind of fucked up because of the podcast.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I got Cavallini Puzzle,
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
great puzzle brand. If you're ever
Good to
looking
know.
for it's in the round thing. Like
The
this.
last time that I ordered a puzzle, I ordered it off Amazon and I got totally fucked because it was like
Missing
an auto.
pieces?
No, it was like an auto-generated puzzle. So it like
Cavallini.
the print quality looked like shit, and
Yeah, that
it was
sucks.
like cut really bad too.
Get
So-
Cavallini and then rice cooker because my wife cannot cook rice, but she will not let because she's like, listen, go ahead, get a new kitchen gadget, please. But you have to get rid of one to get it. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that. Like I want
Rice
more.
cooker, though, I feel like is one of those ones where it's like the thing you learn is you go to any culture that cooks rice. They're like, yeah, obviously we only use the rice
Thank
cooker.
you.
Are you insane?
That's what
It's the
keep
device
telling
for
her.
cooking it.
It's like, yeah. It'd be like really stupid of us to not do that.
Yeah.
And I do think rice cooker, I do get it because I know you're obsessed with kitchen gadgets, and I can see why that would maybe pose a problem. But
I
rice
love
cooker.
'em.
Rice cooker is like I use my rice cooker every day. It's like as important to me as the oven.
Well, it's
you
like
know?
using a panini press to make a panini.
I
Like
have
Yes.
a panini press. I should get rid of that. I don't ever
now
do
that
it.
was seems a little
Can
less
I-
important.
I
yeah.
have a weight like it's like just a cast iron weight that you
Uh-huh.
can. That works just as good as a.
Oh,
panini
you mean
press.
like on the stove
To make like a smash burger or something?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like in the pan, and you just go.
I used to have a panini press, and I used that shit like 3 or 4 times a week.
Now
I used
that-
it so frequently.
That makes. I have a panini press and a waffle iron. I could get rid of those and get a Ninja Creamy and a rice cooker
Mhm.
because if I get rid of something,
Mhm.
I get something.
If
You
you, have
don't
the weight,
need-
that's all you need.
You don't need. Wait, what did you say? You said a. What was the second thing you said that you were going to get rid
Ninja
of?
Creamy.
No,
Ninja
no.
Creamy.
No. That's what you're going to get. But what are you going to get rid of?
Probably a panini press and waffle iron.
Waffle iron
I'm
to
not
me
making
is.
waffles, dude.
And waffle irons are big usually too.
Yes.
And
For,
those
like,
are
it's
not
and they
versatile.
Yeah, they're just. I think that's an easy.
Well, when I moved, so
Mhm.
we're very used to living in like a apartment, like a townhome.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And I lived in a 3-bedroom townhome for a long time. So I did have space for stuff. And then we moved to a even bigger townhome. And now we live in an apartment.
Right.
So like there is in a building, there is less space,
Sure.
I guess. But like, I think she's a little too panicked about getting too much. I'll keep it in my office.
Brian,
Put it in the office.
I'm not super we know each other. I would say one of the main things I know about you is your obsession with kitchen gadgets. So I will not lie to say I do think that seems like a pretty founded anxiety of your wife to be like, this guy's going to fill up our house with shit.
Yeah,
'Cause you've already
it's
done
the only
it.
thing I like. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, like the Ninja Creamy is it's insane. She won't let me have it. It's just
Would you
truly
use
the
it? Be
craziest thing in
honest.
the world.
Would you use it? Would you use it?
It's insane. She won't let me
I
have
don't
it.
think you would use it, man. I
I
gotta be
would
honest.
all
Making
the
me
time.
mad.
I don't think so.
I love soft serve.
But it's not gonna make
I
it.
very famously
Have
go.
you used
Then
it?
go
No.
get it.
You
then
know
go
it's
get
not-
the soft
There's
serve.
no way it works. It's like it's going to be the classic thing when you use it and you're like, but what you want is the machine.
What you
is the
wa-
soft serve
What
machine.
you want is to eat soft serve.
Yes.
right?
You don't want to make soft serve. That's a different mechanic.
Have you ever
That's-
heard? I'll tell you this. Something that I love. I love it when they put in a baseball.
I know that. Yes.
And it's my favorite
the
time
baseball?
of year.
I
It's
think it
coming
came up on the last
This
episode.
was
on.
our social clip on the last episode we had you on.
yeah.
It's coming up. Baseball. I have
Yeah.
4 baseball tickets already. So
That's
but
4 different cups
the
of soft
hockey.
serve.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But the hockey one, I didn't buy any luxury hockey box. But at the hockey arena, they let you fill your own soft serve.
That is insane.
This is exactly what we talked
Okay,
about.
good. I love it.
But I couldn't remember if I had
Listen.
listened to it or we had talked about it on our guys episode, but I was like, this has happened.
But what I'm saying is the amount of soft serve I eat at the hockey game
Mm-hmm.
indicates the amount of soft serve I would eat if I had
Not true.
access
Not
to
true.
it in my home.
Not true, dude.
False equivalency.
Part of it, because part of it, okay. Again, and I won't belabor the point. there is absolutely no way. I don't care how good the Ninja Creamy is. There is a reason those soft serve machines are as big as a fucking refrigerator. Like they need all that space to make it that
those
good.
mechanics
that
to do
good.
it. Yeah.
So whatever the Ninja Creamy is doing, I'm sure it'll taste fine, but it will not be the same consistency.
You're
the same beautiful, creamy, soft serve. A. B, I think that you're underappreciating how much you enjoy the ritual of getting it at the place.
You're living a fucking dream world right
Where
now.
I could just have it
You're
anytime.
living, you're living in a fantasy that doesn't
What you
exist.
like is that you can't always have it.
Well, my daughter has one, which bothers me.
She has a Ninja Creamy.
My daughter has a Ninja
Did
Creamy.
she use it for soft serve? Have you used?
She said they use it quite a bit at their apartment.
She's just saying
during
that to
the
make
summer.
you jealous, dude.
I fucking feel the same way. 'Cause sometimes she'll be like, just come over.
Come
we'll
on, I
do it. I'm like, there's no
What does
parking
she use
by
it
her
to
house.
make? Because you could also
Soft
make
serve.
like what you can make other shit in it or no? It's
I don't. I think they just make creation.
You can put like protein
What
powder
do you
and
mean
shit
Yes.
they
in
make
and-
Not protein
creations?
powder.
Oh, you're right.
I think they make
They
creations.
make creations.
creations with it.
They make
Jesse.
creations.
They
with it,
make
Jesse.
creations with it.
Do you like the yogurt? Do you because
No.
no.
You're gonna say yogurt?
They're coming back. Frozen yogurt places
Dislike.
are coming back. Don't like it.
I hate it. The weight frozen yogurt is coming
that's
back.
what yes,
Ooh,
it's
that
really
is
big on
the
TikTok.
best.
The one by me, Yogurtland, is like it's always popping with Gen Z now, and I like it. I
One,
really do.
I
I think
hate
frozen
it.
yogurt is good, but it's no ice cream.
It's not ice cream.
One,
It's not
I
ice
don't
cream.
like it because it has that yogurt taste.
No, but do you get like if you get like the cookies and cream one, it doesn't have that yogurt taste.
I feel like those places are the biggest rip-offs
100%.
because you go in there, they give you a fucking thing, and they're like, put it all in. I remember I was so broke.
They can charge you too much because then they
By
trick
weight.
you into thinking that it's your fault for getting
and
too
then
much.
it's not a lot because the cup is so big. So
Yeah.
you're like, well, I got to fill it up, but
Yeah.
you don't have to fill it up. You
And
wouldn't get that much.
I took my daughter when we were really broke one time, and she made hers, and I was like, "Oh, this is so fun! We're in here, we're making stuff." We get it up to the counter, and they're like, "That'll be $30,
bro.
And I'm like, "What?"
the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, they
it's
were just
crazy.
putting so much stuff in that it weighed it down,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't need that. But
Yeah.
give me some soft serve ice cream out of my Ninja Creamy that I will own someday.
Brian, if you, I'll eat my motherfucking words if you. get
Jesse
that.
has one and loves it. Jesse Farrar
Yeah, he
has
makes
one.
protein stuff in it though,
Oh.
which
That's-
feels different.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? Because then that would actually be something you'd also use every day because
But
it's like part of the routine.
I just found out on this trip that I get a free gym membership. I said gym.
Gem membership.
I get a free gym membership now with my apartment.
Emeralds, rubies.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Sapphires.
now that I have the membership, I'm gonna get a trainer. Maybe I'll need more protein too.
You'll need it in the
Ninja Creamy.
Have you had Foster's Freeze since you've been out here?
I have not. No,
Great soft.
I don't
serve.
even know where it's at. I
There's-
haven't heard
there's,
of it.
There's one in Eagle Rock and it's quite good.
I hate to jump in. We have been recording for 90 minutes.
Okay, so we should get to the.
We should get
Get to the segment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or, I mean,
with
let's get
reviews.
to the review in this segment. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
We got to get there.
We've talked a lot about convenience and services that suck and things that are good. I think the fucked thing about Amazon, in my
Mhm.
opinion, is that it is the most evil service that I use that is also the best,
Yes.
right?
It is
where it's
actually giving me something that is of use to
It
me.
works.
It fucking
Like,
sucks how
the-
good it is.
The
It's-
ability to get something hyper specific that would take me so long to find a store that was selling it and immediately get exactly what I need
Right.
in one day, sometimes
Crazy.
2 days.
Even
is-
later on in the day, 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Sometimes
I've
when they
done
do
that.
that, when they do
I've
that, it's
done the-
haunting. I don't
but
like
I've
that.
done that.
That's-
Like when we need a wire, it'll be like, "Do you want this in 2 hours?" And I'm like,
I don't like
yeah,
that.
I mean,
that
I do.
freaks me the fuck out.
It's
That's
insane
too
how it
crazy.
can work that quickly.
Yeah.
So here's my question is, every other thing that has come out like this, where it's like, holy shit, this is so much better than the way I used to have to do this. At one point, when it kills everything else off, it starts to suck. So when is Amazon going to start to suck?
I have a different perspective on Amazon.
Yeah, please.
Because I live in an apartment building. So they just leave my shit wherever they feel like leaving
That
it
sucks.
outside. I live
Mhm.
downtown too. So thank you so much for putting my package right in the middle of an urban street.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah.
like that is frustrating.
And it's in this beautiful packaging that lets you know, hey, somebody really wants this.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
Right.
This is worth
It's a
something to
consumer
somebody.
good.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I have to look at the picture, but the pictures are they're small and blurry. So it's like, which which door is this at? Like, so I have to walk to every single door in my building to find it. They have an Amazon key now too. So like it's a QR code that the Amazon guy can hit and then they can get in.
Yeah.
Never do it. They just put it wherever the fuck they
throw
want.
it and then they go.
Yeah, which I get it. I
Of
mean,
course,
I
yeah.
can't be mad at them for
No.
just tossing it somewhere,
Yeah.
but I am kind of mad about it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I hate that. So if you live in an apartment building, your results may vary.
Sure.
With Amazon, I still use it because, like I said, like the puzzles I got, those are like sold at like gift shops.
Yeah, what's the
in
alternative?
places? And like I had to get piercing spray because I'm psychotic and I keep getting my eyebrow pierced over and over.
It's
again.
all this. It's all the hyper specific stuff.
Yes.
That it's like
Yeah.
you would have to go
Which
to
were
a
which
specialty.
are gone.
You would
The
have to go.
specialty stores are gone.
You would have to go to a specialty store somewhere close. Ask somebody there, "Hey, where's this hyper specific thing that I need?"
Yeah.
And they probably wouldn't know,
Or
if they even had
the
it.
specialty store wouldn't exist in the first place, is
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Especially it's like we live in Los Angeles and I run into that problem. I can't imagine even in like a smaller city, let alone in a rural
This
place.
is store central, too.
Yeah.
Except for they don't have the buckle, but
They
this
don't have
is
the buckle.
Store
And micro-
central.
Well,
The
isn't
buckle
it
is quite a
crazy
far
to you
away.
that there's a micro center not within LA like county?
It sucks.
I
actually
find it
searched
bizarre.
I actually, when I searched it, some of the comments were like, "Why isn't there?" It's like, "Why isn't there a micro center?" In LA?
I think Micro Center is like because there's only 12 locations nationwide, right?
yeah?
Something
it's,
like
it's
that.
really not many.
And I think it's they do their niche thing that is very specific. They have their like highly trained staff or whatever. And I
Yes.
think it only works in a certain economic way. And
if
the
there were it
interior
only works because there's only so many of them, you mean?
and because they occupy spaces where they can afford to be.
And they're massive.
Yeah, exactly.
And the inventory is fucking crazy, especially in the modern landscape of like how many hundreds of thousands of dollars of parts there are in a micro center is like pretty astounding.
And they would be
exactly.
getting slammed if they were in easy access to
yeah.
LA. Like,
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
and it's just
so-
like if you go into like a downtown Brooklyn Apple store, like it runs a completely different way to accommodate for the amount of people coming in and out.
So it's the sort of thing of like it might actually be too much intake and too much overhead for their model to make any sense.
But look,
It's
you know
sad
what?
you can't go to a mic because I can. It's
When
a
I'm back home, I go to the
15-minute
Micro
drive.
Center at least
Yeah.
one time
Dude,
every time. I'm home.
I mean, when I built my new
Yeah.
computer, it's the first place I drove. I fucking love that shit.
I was just going to say, like 3 weeks ago, I was home. I went to Micro Center. It was like a 30-minute drive, but I picked up like a nice Logitech mouse and
Fucking
like
nice,
and a
dude.
lap board. And it was just, and I was in heaven, like playing Slay the Spire for like 3 weeks because I had a Micro Center there to get exactly what I wanted.
The buckle is just one that I love because it's where all the guys I grew up with shop for their clothes now.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like the last one of my friends I saw was Theo, the guy that gave me the name Queeber. And I saw him shopping for clothes because he was getting ready to go out at the Buckle. And the Buckle has the funniest clothes in the world.
What do they have besides belt buckles?
It's all kinds of. So they sell the jeans that guys that are into like modern country music are into.
Yeah.
With all the like bedazzled,
It's got the
stuff
flower
and-
pattern and shit.
It's like high-end country apparel.
Right, and their shirts are all like, a tattered American flag that looks dirty for some. I don't know why those people. Because when you get even the ads for shirts, a lot of times, if I've been looking at a lot of conservative crap for something, I'll get the ads for the shirts that are like a Captain America shirt, but it looks really dirty.
Yeah.
I'm like, why would you buy that?
Yeah.
Like, why would
Distressed.
you want a dirty? But they look dirty.
Yes.
Well,
No,
you're
no,
not
I know.
even.
It's
some sort of
it's like it looks like
signaling
there's
thing.
stains on it.
It's some sort
Yeah.
of signaling thing. You're trying to
I
signal to
used-
other people.
I'm
yeah.
like Captain America too.
Yeah. I'm Captain America. I have been in a fight.
Yeah.
Like
I've been through
this,
this shit.
in this shirt.
Yeah. I've been
Okay, let's get to
constructing
a review.
Let's
Did
get
you
to
have
our
something you
review.
wanted to say?
I had a quick Amazon thing, which is once
Please.
when I was building my computer, I was building my first computer during the pandemic. It was towards the end of the crypto crash when graphics cards were occasionally becoming available again. And I ordered one on Amazon and it arrived and I went down to pick up the box and the box was really light. And I was like, that's unusual. I thought graphics cards were big. And then I get it up to my apartment and I open the box and there's a smaller box in it. And I open that box and I'm like, there's still a chance it could be in there. And inside that box is an Amazon gift card envelope. And I open that and there's nothing in it.
What the
That's
fuck?
the thing. the other bad thing about
It said
Amazon.
puto in it.
The other bad thing about Amazon is there's just an insane amount of junk on there.
Oh yeah.
Like true junk. Like
Oh, yeah.
because of the show I do where I read reviews on Amazon quite a bit. Like when I did the Tool, not the band, I did do the band Tool guys episode, but when I did Tool,
They were back to
guys,
back,
which
right?
Tools.
Yeah,
Guys
Tool
who
guys
had
and
it,
then Tool
that's
guys.
it's my greatest achievement that run. It was Fart Guys, Smart Guys, Tool Guys in a row.
That's some Dr. Seuss genius.
Wow.
But
Watch
when
him
I
cook.
but what reading the Tool like reviews where it's like they have something that is the same yellow color as DeWalt
Mhm.
that looks kind of like DeWalt. You don't have any idea how many old guys are getting tricked on that
Totally.
website. It's just crazy.
Okay,
Well,
so
you've seen you know about the like the fake companies that will pop up and sell some scam thing and then
and they
immediately
get rid
and then
yeah.
immediately shutter because
Yeah.
Amazon's policies allow them to do that. And they all have a fake name that is a bunch of consonants in a row.
Yeah.
Because
And you're like, oh, cool, that looks like what I want, but it's cheap.
Yeah, I mean, and everything you search, like if I search grill,
Mhm.
the first 5 grills are going to be junk.
Yes.
That is just but they must have paid for placement or
They
something
can,
like that.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah,
getting
yeah,
to
yeah.
a Weber until I'm like
Yeah.
5 grills.
you're
in.
getting like, oh, that's weird. That's a brand I've never seen, and it's actually has good reviews. And then the secret is
11,000
and
4-star,
it's like
5-star
fully
reviews.
bullshit. Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's like even in the name, it's like Weber like grill. Like it'll say something like that
to get the SEO up.
I will say I don't think you can order good stuff on Amazon anymore. Like quality stuff.
Well, I think
Maybe
this gets to
brand
our
names,
point. I
but-
think it's brand names you still can, but what it is like if you're looking for like, you know what I will say, a perfect example of something that I think you can find on Amazon is we have a catio for our cat, and catios are really expensive. This was a put it apart, essentially an IKEA furniture-esque cat furniture place, and I was like, this is shitty, yes. But it was like, I knew exactly how shitty it was going to be because it felt like such a, like, this is this product from Amazon. And there is a place for that with certain things. And I think especially in streaming, when we just need cheap props that we're turning around, it's like, I bought a wig. I don't need it to be a nice wig. You know, I actually want the shitty one.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm being convinced by Chris to get a hair system to see what I would look like with hair.
Like Rogaine or what?
No, a hair system, like
like
a
a fucking toupee. Yeah,
for
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
500
Oh my
bucks, you can
God.
get one.
Damn.
And they'll like do all the stuff to it. And I'm
Whoa.
like,
Hair system is
he
such a
thinks it
fun-
would be
hair
very
system.
funny if I got a hair system.
Yeah.
And I'm coming around to. It would kind of be funny for me to show up on a stream with
it
like
would be
actual
really
hair.
funny to have a toupee.
I've thought about it so many times how funny it would be to just be like, because
Well,
I
you
think
did
there's-
this. You did the fake hair like a few weeks ago, right? Or a month or two ago?
It's different though.
I got no. This was like some shit I got on TikTok that was like, it's like, have you ever seen the shit where you draw it in and it's
No.
like essentially like chalky paint, black paint that I like. You're like supposed to fill in your hair if it's thinning, not like me, but like it's going. It's like you've got a comb over and you've got to fill in a spot and you literally like draw it on like a Sharpie and it's so funny.
It's weird because I have a guy shave me with a straight razor.
Yeah.
Once a month. And like, I don't mind that. I don't like hair. I didn't have hair in high school either.
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
wasn't balding, but my head was, you know, I always had like a fade. I mean,
Yeah.
I also had the bangs.
Low taper
situation.
fade.
Yeah,
I had
that.
a sick fade and then I would have bangs that hang down to here.
Oh my God.
That's cool.
like, so
man.
my hair would
God.
be like short on top, short here, but long
That's cool.
here. And then I'd
Nasty.
get them braided.
When did
That's
you when did
cool.
you start losing your hair?
I would say like, I was looking at pictures recently from when I was like 22.
Yeah.
And I was definitely losing my hair at 22.
Same.
But I had not accepted that I was losing my hair. So I was brushing my hair straight.
Yes, I was the exact same way. And I do think that is a different, because I feel like as a bald guy, I'm like, I've known for so long that I'm like chill. And the only people it seems to really negatively affect is like a friend who's like, I love my hair. I hit 30 and I started to lose it. And it's
Sad.
like, oh no, that's my identity.
If you go bald early, it's probably better. On
yeah, because you're just like, all right, I
I
had to accept it over the course of my 20s.
It's
and
the
now I'm
same as
30.
like accepting like puberty.
yes,
Like,
yeah.
I went to high school with a guy that was literally horseshoe bald in fucking high school.
Horseshoe
Tough.
is so
And
tough.
I was like, that.
Did he shave or did
no,
he
he had it
In high school,
styled
maybe you
that
don't
way.
know. Yeah.
It's nuts. I mean, like, it's the same as carrying a briefcase to school. You look like an old guy.
Yeah, you just can't do that.
It's
You just
mind blowing. And I remember always looking at him and me knowing like this isn't gonna last forever.
Yeah.
But I don't really care because I never knew how to brush my hair anyway. Like I never knew how to handle hair.
Yeah.
So it didn't really like.
I never
matter.
felt like I was like so proud of my hair or thought about it as like one of my like attractive parts that to lose it was no great shame to me.
Right. And
you
being
know?
a guy, but it is funny to be a bald guy and then just show up. Like
I know. That's what I'm saying. You've been bald. That's exactly it. It's like everybody's like, we're bald. We know you've been bald. You guys have only known me as a bald guy.
Yeah.
And then one day I show up and I'm like, hey.
and it looks great. It looks like regular
I've got like
hair.
Jim from The Office hair. And it's just like,
we have to accept it.
oh, cool. And then and I just keep going, what are you talking about?
And we have to be supportive because you're our friend.
Yeah. And he's clearly like, you're having a mental breakdown or something, you know?
I would definitely, if you showed up
It
and
would
like,
be so funny.
it would be
Yeah.
so funny, but it would be like, oh, something bad
Something,
happened to Luke.
If
I'd be
I
like,
refuse to talk about it,
immediately I'd be like, how's Katie?
Yeah, that's the thing is like if I was because we did bald guys on the episode on the show and I was reading like reviews of these like fucking $500 $600 hair systems.
Yeah.
And guys
Hair
would have
system.
a few different ones that are different hairdos and could like glue it on. You go swimming with it like Maurice Wiggs from Goodfellas. Like
Man.
but like everybody fucking knows. So there is a kind of weird, like, I don't want to say pathetic nature to it, but it is like, it sucks that I have to, you get a toupee.
Right.
Now I have to act like you have hair.
It's forcing everybody else.
You're like, yeah, because it's not, you never, I mean, maybe that's like the best ones are the best and like people like really, but you always kind of know when a guy has it. You're just like, well, that doesn't look right.
There is a phase. I think that you, if you're smart,
You do it when you start losing it.
yes,
yes,
you accept it and you do it.
Like Humphrey
Before
Bogart.
it falls down,
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
to like, okay, I'm going to maintain the plateau.
I'm going to hit this thing and I'm going to get this hair that looks exactly like my hair now. And then I'll slowly switch them out month by month to show it's growing until I have the perfect hair.
This is odd, but trying to imagine either of you two with hair, I can't think of a single hairstyle that would work except
neither.
for Jesse's exact hair right now, which is funny because that means, Jesse, you have the hair that a bald guy should have.
Excuse me.
No, but I think that's a compliment. I know it doesn't sound like it, but you have like a sort of like, you have a sort of picture-esque type of hair.
fantastic.
You have
hair.
fantastic
thank you.
hair that is
textured
so
and it's
hair
sort
in
of-
the
yeah.
prime form that
Yeah.
it's what bald guys are trying to get because they're like, if you're gonna get hair, you're not gonna get shitty hair,
Right, because I think it helps bridge
You
the
want a mess of hair.
Yeah.
it bridges the gap between the sort of ruggedness that goes with baldness. Because if I picture either of you two with like flaxen smooth hair, to me that's really weird.
I mean, I've been on a thing I've wanted to do for years I think it'd be so funny. You go to Turkey, you get the hair implants, but you get way different hair. Like
Yeah.
I get long blonde, like surfer locks.
I've talked about this. If
You
I
get
could
curly red Annie hair.
I've talked about this, but and I'm serious.
Yeah.
If I had money back when I was like 23, 24 years old, and Turkey was a thing,
Yeah.
I'd go to Turkey and get dreadlocks. 1,000%.
Oh my
Because
God.
I dreamed of having
Yes.
dreadlocks
Yeah.
when I was a kid because Korn and all
Of
the
course,
bands
of
and
course.
stuff.
It'd be exactly the age of the white man in dreadlocks.
And
Yeah,
when
yeah,
I
yeah,
saw,
yeah.
and that, see, it's great that I didn't do it because
You're stuck with dreadlocks. Like you're like
you can't off-ramp a dreadlocks.
I know, but I can't get rid of them. You're like explaining to people. It's like, no, I know, but if I cut them off, there's no more. There's nothing coming back.
it's risky. It's a really risky thing to do to
Yeah.
cut your dreadlocks off.
I
I will
remember-
bleed and I will die.
Should we?
Jesse, will you hit us with the light switch?
Oh yeah, the light switch. Okay, we got to talk about Amazon. We're gonna get to our
Yes.
thoughts. Okay, so this is a chance to say anything you haven't said about Amazon in this little segment. If there's any other thoughts that you have specifically about the store, then now is the time to say them. I have a couple of questions. One, if you could get rid of Amazon, period, and it would be gone forever, would you do that, or would you keep it?
It sucks because one thing you'll know about me is that I like the streaming services, and I
Yeah.
think I honestly use Amazon Prime Video more than I even use the delivery method. I do not like the idea of not having it, and you could technically not have it. You could use Target, the Shipt, SHIPT app, or you could use Walmart. They both do kind of the same thing, but Amazon just feels like they have it kind of figured out better. But I do think it's gotten a lot worse, and stuff has started showing up very late.
Yeah.
Or for me, at least, that's what's going on. And I don't live in a city this size. I live in a smaller city.
The 2-day shipping was like a thing that they were pushing years ago that is now the standard for all their Prime deliveries. And now it's 1-day shipping that they're saying is the new standard. And it's like, that's fucking crazy.
And they don't do it. They can't do it.
No, what they are attempting to do is like an impossible level of convenience, a truly not like achievable level of convenience.
Because I would say something that hand in hand with what you guys are talking about, how it's changed, is that also you get something that clearly is something someone returned and did not, and it's either broken or fucked up or smells weird, and they're trying to tell you
I'm the one returning.
Yeah,
I know.
That's
That's interesting you bring that up. I don't know if you guys have the bin stores. Do you guys have bin stores?
I've never
bin stores. We talked about this on the
I want to go to
at some point.
the podcast.
We have one in my neighborhood that I could go to.
The bin stores are they buy a bunch of bulk that is offloaded from Amazon or some other distributor.
It's returns.
It's returns. Yeah.
It's returns, but it can also be just like overstock from warehouses or whatever. And so individuals will just buy them at auction.
Yeah.
And
you buy essentially a pallet full of shit, and you kind of know it. It's almost like
you don't know
Storage Wars.
Yeah. You might be able to tell like, oh, there's electronics in this, or there's this is mostly clothing or something like that.
What these bin stores are, they're for shopping psychos.
Yes.
Because like my sister-in-law go a lot of times.
Yeah.
And she's like, it's great. You
People
get
are obsessed
stuff.
with deals.
And you're like, but there's like, you don't get to pick the stuff.
Yeah.
So, oh, good. I got a fucking sponge that I can clean. You know what I mean?
A random sponge that's shaped like the Demogorgon, and and it's all it's like a penis straw because they couldn't sell enough penis straws for bachelor parties. Like it's
one of those ponchos that's essentially a trash bag.
It's all
cool.
just
I got
whatever.
a 10-pack of that if we go to the football game and it's raining. It's like stuff that you're like, I don't need this.
A roll-up rubber keyboard. Just garbage. It's all, it is a direct symptom of how Amazon works and how this whole system works. Is like, it needs to function like this and to provide this much convenience and ubiquity. There needs to be so much overage, so much shit that is rotting in warehouses that maybe it'll get to a bin store. Maybe somebody will end up purchasing it and get some use out of it. But most of it is just landfill.
Yeah.
And people down the line are trying to extract some value before it ends up in the landfill permanently.
The only use I can think of for a bin store really is like you guys buying stuff.
Yes,
and
if we're like
with it on stream.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
curiosity.
review it and be funny on the stream with it.
Yeah.
Some shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're
you
like,
get like
I could find some shit. Yeah.
Oh, I got a shower head.
Yeah.
It's like it. That's why I say it's for real shopping sickos. It is for people who are gonna shop no matter what. If there's a cheat, so I can go to this place and I can get a bin for $10, and who knows what I'm gonna get.
Yeah.
And to me, that's a negative,
right?
Because I'm like, I don't want.
But it's like there's
a
that
surprise
type of
grab
person
bag.
is so proud of like, and I got the shower head. And you're like, yeah, man, that's awesome. I want to pick the shower head. Turn it off. Leave it on.
It's like literally everything that I like in the world, which is if it provides me something, but I also know that I have this like destructive urge of like, just, I want this all to be torn down.
Yes,
I don't want to live the way that things are is so fucking crazy. And it's like, can I imagine a world in which the Amazon union comes through and like is ubiquitous and every Amazon worker is unionized and we have this convenience and the workers are treated good? Can I imagine a world where that's possible? I can technically kind of imagine that.
It won't happen.
I'm like, but do I want to like wait for that to happen, or would I rather just like, if I had a magic power, just like fucking get rid of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would get rid of it.
I think it's kind of I need to admit, like, I use it. It provides me a service. It helps me. I think it's not worth it.
No.
So
I don't think it's not worth it for the effect that it has on everything.
Yes.
I've talked about this in the past, but before Street Fight took off, my first podcast, before that took off and I was able to make a living doing it, I was driving for Lyft as like, and I think those driver apps are the worst thing in the world. They're fucking terrible.
Yeah.
But I don't get where I am if I can't make money without a steady work schedule where I can just go out, do the, and it's horrible. It's the worst.
Yeah,
doing
I
Lyft.
did it out of college.
Yeah,
Uber,
it's horrible.
It's awful. Yeah.
And people
and back then it paid better than it does now. Like 15 years ago, 100%. Because when they were
squeezed,
they were subsidized.
God.
I mean, the way it's the most fucked up shit in the world. Really, 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 really quickly. It's like basically what they did is Uber and Lyft were taking a huge cut and basically weren't making any money because they were subsidizing everybody's ride to pay the drivers. Then it became so ubiquitous they didn't have to do that. So now they just pay the drivers less. Like that's just all that it is because they needed drivers.
And that thing is like, I would love to get rid of it, but I also think about the guy who is like trying to work his way to whatever, get through get through college, but he can't take like a full on job.
Yeah.
So he can drive for Amazon periodically and deliver stuff. Like, I don't want to take that away from that person, but I want it to pay more and I want it to be a more ethical sort of business. So it's really hard because again, if I could snap my fingers tomorrow and get rid of Uber and Lyft, like I might do it.
Yes.
But I think there are a lot of people who would be very mad at me for snapping my fingers.
The gig economy isn't a bad, like having the thing that they promise, which isn't the thing, is that, oh my God, you can work when you want to, like, and you can work and it's very easy and all you need is this and then we'll set it up for you and like you can even rent a car. Like that isn't bad inherently, but obviously under our framework in the exact same way as Amazon is like getting able to get things conveniently isn't a bad thing inherently. It's just the way that it's done is the evil thing.
And the
it's convenience over the other stuff that matters.
Humanity.
And you end up finding out, right? You end up finding out if you do one of the gig apps that you're not really free.
No.
And you're probably working so many more hours than you would at even like McDonald's or something like that.
And you have to work certain hours to actually, because did you do it when there was like surge pricing?
Dude,
and then you're like, you have to go. It's like, okay, so now I have to drive downtown at the busiest time to maybe get a ride.
Yep.
I'm praying to God it's a ride to the airport. So I'm like set on work, but it probably isn't. What it's actually going to do is take me from downtown to the middle of nowhere where I can't get another fare. And then I'm fucked. And then I actually haven't made any money at all. Yeah.
I only one time was able to take advantage of that during it was an Ohio State Michigan game.
Sure.
So everybody's downtown in Columbus. And I did it. And I think I made pretty good money. Like I did one, but then it's like, so I took these people from wherever from the game to their house and it ended up costing them like $180. And I don't feel great about that. I didn't do it. It's not my fault. Or there was a night, the other time there was a night where an ice storm sort of hit at like 12:30 at night. So everybody at the bar was like,
oh, fuck.
I got to get home.
Yeah.
And like, so I did that, but every one of them took like fucking an hour to get to the house because there was ice everywhere.
Yeah.
And like, I did make good money, but again, on that day, I worked from like noon to like 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So that's the thing about these places that it's like, if they weren't so ruthlessly efficient, I think it's just, what's the word? They're like ruthless. And like, I think if they weren't like that, then I'd be like, this is fine. We can do this. But like, they're taking advantage of people that are trying to, that maybe have a kid. I have a kid.
They're trying to have any sort of upward mobility whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like a society that allows them none of that. I mean, the
like
answer
for
is
every
to
me that was able to make a living podcasting, there's a bunch of guys that are still driving for Lyft.
Of course.
Like
they're in the toilet forever.
And they're just stuck
time.
and they have, I mean, it's the kind of a similar thing also because you're like, well, what's the answer to that? The answer is there's public transit and people, there's a bunch, they're hiring a bunch of people to work there. And the answer with Amazon is like mom and pop stores return and they're hiring a bunch of people that work there and everybody like makes a living wage. So it's like, and then we'll move on to the next one. Yeah, and obviously turn it off. If only to maybe we would return to the other thing. Do I use it all the time? Of course, but you know.
Yeah.
What's
All
the
right.
next question?
Well, the next question is rank it on the stores scale, real quick. STORES.
Oh, do you think it'll exist?
Oh, do you obviously
Yes,
it'll exist in
obviously it'll
20 years.
exist in 20 years.
Not even worth talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
going
yeah,
to be
yeah.
our
It's-
new government in
yeah,
20
okay,
years.
great.
But
You're
okay.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're already trying to get me to move my health insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's-
prescriptions.
We're going to be
there.
living in an Amazon company town. Probably we'll just start. They'll incorporate where
I
we
genuinely
live
think
into
that Amazon has a better chance of
running-
existing than the federal government does in 25 years.
Yeah. I think that's
I-
legitimately. Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I really do. I it's funny because like back in like 2016, I remember saying on my other podcast and to other people, like, I think we're gonna live through some real fucking instability.
Yeah.
And then everything now is where we're at now. And I'm like, we are living in real instability.
Yeah,
something's
who
gotta give.
Fucking
Yeah.
knows what's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
happen.
If we become, if it's like we're closer than ever to like the cyberpunk future of corpos run the government.
I know,
because
I
we
know.
kind of already are there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Store scale.
Store scale. So STORES.
I mean,
S being the highest, S being the lowest.
I'll say T and a half, or no, like O and a half, like almost
0.T.
T.
Oh, point T. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that would be where it's at because I do think it's bad. I do oftentimes feel bad using it.
Yeah.
And when I see the drivers a lot of times, it just the way that they push everybody, like it feels like everything could be like $3 more.
Yeah.
And everything would be fine.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Then
everything
it wouldn't
they
be
sell-
like you're seeing an 18-year-old driving a fucking Sprinter tip van for the first time in their life, like careen off the side of the road because they're so tired.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
So if they just
Yeah.
charge a little bit more money on
Yeah.
everything,
God.
and I know that sucks, but then listen, if they charge a little more and they're paying a little more, then people can afford to buy stuff that's
Yeah.
And I guess there's probably some economic principle that makes that stupid.
No.
But
I
economic
don't
principle
think-
is greed. Yeah, the greed
yeah.
of shit. Yeah.
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 I'm gonna
please.
give it an R. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how, because I can't give it a bottom S like I want to ethically because I fucking use it
Yeah.
and I get something out of it, but I can't give it over the median line.
I'm going to give it exactly the median O.R because I think it literally is like the highest thing of what it gives me is so great. And then obviously the evil puts it smack dab in the middle of like just
Yeah.
exactly.
it is
Yeah.
so possible. Like Amazon is the first time I've ever looked at something and been like, we could do this if we
Oh,
were
yeah.
just willing to wait one day longer.
Yeah.
And pay a little bit more money. This could actually be good. This could,
Yeah, yeah.
and I think that's when you say it's going to be the government, it's going to be the jobs program.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
you know what? Instead of getting on Snap, we'll get you a Sprinter van and you can just
Yeah,
drive
yeah,
around
yeah,
and do
yeah.
fucking
a
Amazon
government,
all
an
day.
Amazon back.
I
Sprinter.
feel like
Yeah.
Amazon is going to be more interested in maintaining roads than the government is in a couple of years.
mean,
Right,
Yeah.
or the postal service. I guess they're trying to kill. That's the other problem
Yeah.
with Amazon that really bums me out. It's like the postal service is fucking awesome.
It's
like,
so
that's
good.
like
It
one of the
works
greatest
so
things we
well.
ever did.
It's
you know?
it's amazing. It's an incredible.
Just
thing. I
trying
use
to
it all
ruin it for no reason.
yeah.
Literally no fucking upside.
Dude, I go
runs itself.
It's awesome. It's so good. People like seem fine working there. It's like good benefits. Like it's fucking. I love the post. I've been going a lot more because we ship stuff out for like stuff from Stream or like AMV night, and you're just like, oh my god, this is like their computer systems can't be that good, and it works like fucking clockwork.
I go to my
I love it.
I go to my PO box like once a month, basically, and the lady behind the counter knows me. Automatically
It's
hands me
awesome.
my stuff.
yeah,
before
when I had a
even
PO
walk
box
in.
back in Maryland,
Yeah.
I should start visiting the PO box more and make
It's
it more of a
great.
thing
I
because
didn't
I love
go for
going
like
to it.
4 months.
Ugh.
I don't even know when I get charged for another.
I think it's yearly.
So
I
at least
know,
it's
but
6 months or a year. You can
Yeah.
pay it in
I did a
one
year,
of the
but
others.
I don't know when
bad.
it
It's like
starts over.
$200 or something, even or maybe like 300 because we're in LA. But I'm like, that's right. Anyway, let's do our segment. and
Let's
get
do
out
our
of here.
segment.
So here's what our segment
This is going to be
is.
our longest episode ever.
Incredible.
Well, that
Um,
happens when I'm on an episode.
for sure.
I'm a talkative weirdo.
It's tough too because I feel like that is something that also I have problems staying on track, and it's like it's really a group full of people except maybe for Pat that are all bringing out that quality in each
Yeah,
other
yeah,
completely.
Yeah.
So okay, here's what we're gonna do now. Amazon originally books. This segment is I'm gonna have 2 books. You have to guess which one has a higher average rating on Amazon.
Okay.
and they
Okay.
all kind
Sounds
of go
good.
together. So for example,
Oh.
the first one is Dianetics and the Book of Mormon. What do you think? And this is all going off the first one that isn't a sponsored result. So like the first like most popular one they're showing.
Okay, what's a good name for this segment though? Because we have to have a good name.
That's
for
actually book or treat.
Good or bad?
Good or bad? Good or bad? Good or bad?
Okay.
It doesn't even really make sense because it's a numbers thing. Good or bad?
And now you can merchandise that. And
This is good or bad.
Good
We're
or-
guessing the ratings of books and which one is higher.
Yeah.
Good
Maybe
or
good
bad.
are bad instead of or. Just like good apostrophe are bad. Good or bad.
Good or like get her done.
Yes.
Whatever this is called get her done.
You know what he did with Get Her Done. You'll have
we can
a
do that
whiskey.
with good or bad.
You're
Good
gonna
or
have.
bad.
You're gonna have a goddamn.
Good or bad.
Yeah.
Good or bad.
It's like the Metallica.
There's your sad. Didn't work as well, but we still love.
It's like the
There's Your Sad.
Metallica whiskey. They'll play the good or bad segments at the. I don't know if you guys know this,
Concerts.
but Metallica has a whiskey
No.
where they put a speaker up against the barrel, and it's imbued
Yeah.
with the
Listens
essence of
to the-
Metallica.
Is it one of their big things that like they shouldn't be drinking anymore? Or they
No, but they do have a whiskey.
okay?
You can have a whiskey and not
And the
drink.
whiskey
Okay.
is
Look at the
full of
rock.
Metallica. There's so much Metallica in the whiskey.
Damn, that's
It's
awesome.
Great, yeah.
You work at the Metallica whiskey warehouse. It's just blaring Metallica at such a high decibel. You're like going deaf, like trying to work on the fucking whiskey.
Making whiskey while you are forced to listen to one on repeat.
That does feel
they
like
put the playlist on spot. You can look at the
They
playlist.
put the whiskey playlist.
That
their-
is an enhanced
your booze listens to.
interrogation technique used by the CIA during the Iraq War. Anyway, Dianetics or Book of Mormon? What do you think?
Has a higher Amazon rating.
Higher Amazon rating.
I'm gonna go with shit. It's hard, but I think the Book of Mormon, probably because of like tech guys and like anonymous guys going in and giving Dianetics bad reviews because they're mad at Scientology.
I think that plus, I think Mormon people seem like the sorts to go on Amazon and leave reviews. And I think they would leave a good review.
honestly feels like everybody on TV is Mormon now anyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
If,
And
Yeah.
YouTube.
Mormon would be like, I'm going online because I ordered that copy and I'm like, the print quality is so good on that.
Yeah. They're not going to say a negative thing.
Yeah.
You guys are totally right. By 0.6, it was Dianetics 4.2, Book of Mormon 4.8. 100%.
Yeah.
We'll start you easy. Let's get a little harder though. Number one, these are two biographies. In Full Color, Finding My Place in a Black and White World by Rachel Dolezal. And second, Taking the Stand, My Life in the Law by Alan Dershowitz.
Shit. Okay.
What
Well,
do you think has a higher review?
Fuck.
I would guess
You
I'm
just went
gonna.
into super mode.
It's hard for me to know because Alan Dershowitz. There are probably a ton of people. I'm gonna say Alan Dershowitz has the higher reviews because there are probably a ton of people that don't even think about him being a pedophile.
Yeah, they
Yes.
don't know. They just know him from the New York Times or
Yep.
whatever.
And
Yeah.
I'll tell you, he's published a lot of books.
I think
about
it's
law.
Dershowitz. I think it's
Dershowitz.
Dershowitz.
Unfortunately, it is Rachel Dolezal with a 4.4 to Alan Dershowitz's 4.3.
What a story, though.
4.4.
I mean, she does have a great story.
Yeah, she does.
Beautiful
you
prose.
you want to, you know what? That's actually,
Beautiful
that is a good
prose.
point. It's like when we're talking about a biography, I'm like, well, I gotta figure out how this crazy bitch
Yeah.
tricked everybody into thinking
Like,
she
what
was
is-
not the right
what
race
the
for
hell
like
does-
100 years.
What the
Like,
hell
that's-
does she think is going on?
All right. Now we've got two books by Steve Harvey. Number one, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man, expanded edition, What Men Really Think About Love, Relationships, Intimacy, and Commitment by Steve Harvey. And then secondly, Straight Talk, No Chaser, How to Find, Keep, and Understand a Man, also by Steve Harvey.
So, Think Like a Woman, Act Like a Man is so popular.
Yeah.
It's like and I think they made it into a movie.
Yeah.
It's
Which I learned
psychotically
looking this
popular.
up. Yeah.
It's crazy popular. I talk about Think Like a Woman, Act Like a Man all the time. I'm gonna go with that one
I mean, I probably could agree with you on
because that one's more popular. The other one, I mean, they both have real bad issues.
Totally.
But
Trick question. They're both perfect 4.6s like the rest of his
Okay,
books.
okay.
I'm sorry. I had to put in one. Okay.
perfect.
Let's just do one more. Okay. First one is Ask the Old Football Coach, Brilliantly Brainless Advice from the Ghosts of Gridiron Past by Jesse Farrar. And the second one is Getting Even by Woody Allen.
Okay.
What do we think?
Getting Even by Woody Allen.
You're
No,
thinking that's
I'll
higher?
go with that too.
You're going with Woody Allen? Well, Jesse Farrar, if you're listening, don't worry. You're 0.1 ahead of Getting Even by Woody Allen. 4.6 to 4.5.
Let's hear it for JF. Yes. Let's hear
Available
it.
now wherever.
Good job, Jesse Farrar. Yeah.
Good job. All right. That is it.
One of my favorite authors.
Same.
Yeah. Same.
One of the only ones I know. I mean, I know the Chapo guys and then him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess like Shel Silverstein, I was a big fan of his work growing up.
I only
Yeah.
like authors I know personally.
Totally. I
Yeah.
guess I feel the same way. And I look at every post as a sort of mini book. So in that
Yeah.
way, we're all authors, aren't we? Well, that's the end of our episode. Bryan, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
What a
It's fun.
pleasure.
What
What
a-
a pleasure.
What a great episode, Bryan. You're welcome anytime.
I love
And-
doing it.
Potting.
We love
Anytime.
having you. We love having you.
Do you have anything you'd like to plug?
Hey, June 5th, if you're in Toronto, you can buy a ticket to see me and Chris at theguysery.com, the GUYSERY.com, and also, guys.
Guys,
Listen
podcast.
to guys.
Listen to guys. Me and Jesse have both been on it a couple times each.
Yeah,
It's a
I
great-
think I've been on 3 times.
Yeah,
I put
last year.
Jesse on a psycho one.
Yes, I've heard about it. It was with
That was
Gareth,
wild.
right?
With Gareth
Which
Reynolds.
is so
yeah.
funny now that we've also had Gareth on and you know him. But I love that story so much.
Yeah.
It was a weird time because it was like
It was bizarre timing because Chris was out and you
Yeah.
needed like a fill in, and then
Yeah.
Chris came back because he was excited to do
So that it was just a regular episode of Guys, and also Jesse was there for some reason.
Exactly.
It's fun though, and the one I always think about, and it's one of people's favorite episode is I had Jesse on Psychedelic Guys,
Uh-huh.
and that's
Oh, really?
where
People like that one?
they love it. That's where we learned about the jester.
Oh, well, people talk about the jester to me all the time.
That's who you,
the
that's who you
jester.
meet when you're on DMT, right?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right. The
It's
jester.
crazy
He
that
shows
I
you
haven't-
impossible
I
shapes.
haven't listened to
I
that
have a
episode
picture
and
of the
I know
jester in my phone
that.
that I
love the
recently
jester.
found.
The jester is a character you would also play on stream.
Absolutely.
A jester that shows you impossible shapes is the idea you would come up
He
with.
showed me a new shape and the new math.
That's
And
what
he was also kind of mean to me.
He was a little bit rude to
it's also
me.
like rude.
He showed me a landscape of flesh.
I recently
He's a
read
dick
one
about
where a
it.
guy's like, oh, he's misunderstood. He was talking about how he had an understanding with him. He's like,
Yeah.
every time I see him, it's scary. But you know what? He's a
That's just the
misunderstood.
vibe.
He's
And once you get to know
he's
him,
literally trying his best, y'all. All right, guys. Thank you for listening. This has been Stores. If you want more Stores, every week we put out a bonus episode on Patreon, patreon.com/Stores the podcast, as well as our monthly D&D podcast entitled Planet Waves, which is also available on the Patreon. That's really it, isn't it, Jesse? Is there anything else?
that's right. We got our whole backlog up there. So if you want a little bit more Stores, join the Stores Corps, join the Patreon.
It's kind of like the back rooms, but for stores.
And if you are listening from the Patreon, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.